A VPN, short for Virtual Private Network, is a cybersecurity tool for privacy and security. NordVPN ensures that you can browse safely and privately in just a few clicks.
Yes, welcome around the Cuban! By the way, we need to get in it quickly because so many people are messaging me as Gordon Dalziel at golf. What's the story with your Green Day bag that you keep bringing me?
I know that. I honestly didn't even know that was there. There we go.
What is it, a cushion?
Oh, it's a cushion.
What did you bring that for?
What's the stains that are all over it?
Black, there you go.
What are you, Black Sabbath?
Black Sabbath.
Get the heat banging off the table.
listen.
If you're going to apologise, you're not mad. If you're going to apologise, you're not mad. I thought you were. Do not apologise.
Listen, I just want to do it. I'm going to apologise to all the salesmen and all the snakes out there, you know, that I've offended. That's it, you know, because I know my missus got...
She likes you angry for. She likes you angry.
No, she doesn't. She's actually, I think she's...
I can only imagine what you've done when you went up the road that day and you were angry.
A wee bit embarrassed.
Conor McGregor there. I just want to take this moment to apologise to absolutely no one.
She took my pants down and scalped my backside.
Oh,
so
perfect.
Well,
Take it again. I would be doing it again. Well, keep it me, amazing. Will she do that to me if I go, man?
I think so. She might do it, doesn't it? There you go.
By the way, your rant was brilliant. Is there anything else that's been annoying you this week? Anything in general or football? Anything that's then you're not in the VAR?
Ah, just the usual, wasn't it? With the VAR, the handballs, all that.
You get rid of that, Fergie.
What, the
Back in the
anger?
game.
Mate,
No,
this is the guy. He's an advocate for it, isn't you, Faddy?
VAR, aye.
The VAR.
It's
He's
not,
one with it.
No,
it's not, but you have to have it. All the leagues use it, you need to have it.
Oh,
But
Isn't it?
we're not using it the right way.
The guy in the van needs to stop
Wait,
sitting at that food, doesn't he?
Aye.
Aye, I'll sit and have
Do you know
a
what's
kip.
Do you know what's been annoying me?
Right, on you go.
Every time I put the telly on, he's on it.
Aye, he's on constant.
Aye, amazing.
guys.
That was some game on Tuesday, wasn't it?
So did you need to drive up there, obviously, early,
there, and
prep?
Aye, up there, watch a game, stayed up. Went to Livy last night.
Oh, did you stay in Dingwall?
Might well get a win.
What, did you stay up last night?
Did you actually stay in Dingwall?
Tuesday. No,
You can't stay in Dingwall,
Inverness.
can you?
Why not?
Oh, it's the worst place. There are about 5 people in it, man.
It shuts down in the winter.
People say
Shuts
Dingwall's
down for
lovely,
about
man.
3
One
months.
hotel in
Everybody's
it.
walking about.
Is it,
Winter.
isn't it?
Aye.
One hotel and it's got 2 bedrooms.
Aye, it's like shuts down. I was up there for
I've been there, mate.
I was up there for a
They're in the bay for it.
So I
Wait, did you stay up there?
was aye.
How'd you find that?
It was like Dad says it, like shuts down, there's nothing happening.
By the way, Inverness is completely different.
Aye, that's
right?
nice.
I was
Every
thinking-
time we played Inverness, I took my team up on the Friday night.
Did you
For
actually?
what?
Johnny Fox's.
What, would the team go
Tony
to bed?
Fox.
So wait,
Tony Fox
if
in
you the type
Inverness.
of manager to put your team to bed and you'd go it?
All day, right? All day. Well, there's no point. I'm not playing, am I? So I used to say to my staff, right, we'll go and get a glass of wine and we'll sit and have a chat. Inverness was brilliant.
Do the tactic.
Oh, taxi, right into Johnny Fox.
No, tactics.
No, taxis. Should we do taxis? Fucking
Inverness is lovely.
Is it nice?
Oh, Inverness.
I stayed in Culloden for a bit, then I stayed in Dingwall. I stayed, man,
It's
it was
far
entertaining.
away,
Right? I was 3 months in Dingwall with a
you
guy
stay
called
Carol?
Paul Kinnaird. No, it was just up.
Oh,
a guy-
Paul Kinnaird did the best.
Crazy man, by the way.
Best chat up line I've ever heard in my life.
What was it?
Right? Yeah, we were over, where were we? No, down south. And
Where did you manage him? Where?
Yeah. Brilliant. He used to come in and go, Gaffer, can I get a bit of signing on fee? The engine in my car's blown up. And I'm like, you've not even got a licence, mate. Right? He didn't have a licence. That's him that stood outside. One man of the match against Rangers, won a bike, and he was outside selling it to the supporters walking back. He was the best. He was the best character I've ever had in
And
a dressing room.
that's why I could last the 3 months there, because every night it was hilarious. What a great laugh.
He was brilliant, wasn't he? He was-
and then he got into his fitness, he became a personal
Aye,
trainer.
he come in and...
Did he do a bit for you?
Aye,
Great guy.
He was brilliant, right?
Right.
He was brilliant. But I was, we were doing, so on the Saturday night, we played Rotherham. I says, right, boys, we're going back up the road Sunday, have a good night out. So I'm sitting in the hotel and they all come back, right? And there was a couple of females there in the corner. This is before, I don't know if Paul's married.
No, he wasn't at the time.
Right, he wasn't, he was single at the time. And he says, hey Gaffer, when you'll see this, he says, when you'll see this, walks over and he went, hi girls, I'm Paul Kinnaird, showed your beard. I'm like, I nearly dropped, right? I nearly dropped. And he was there for about half
Shyness, he wasn't shy,
he
that's
was-
for sure.
he was-
But,
Just checked, Paul Kinnaird got married at 16. So you...
divorced at 10 o'clock this morning.
When I was at Clydebank, player manager, I took him as well there.
Great ability.
Did you?
Because
Just for the dressing room?
there, he just says right away, ability wise, you'd have liked him. Did you ever see Paul Kinnaird playing? He was a winger.
Mate, he
Brilliant.
was
But
different class.
aye, but good player, but just he's
I
a
threw him
rocket man.
Oh, is he?
So he was. I was a rocket, but a
Did
great
you,
guy.
what was the latest you went to
Love
bed when you were a manager and you had a game the next day?
One.
Never be a nightclub job and all
And
that.
then-
I've got
then I
a
went to
that's a
my
lie,
room.
mate.
One, then I went to my room.
Massive lie.
One. I'm thinking, is that reasonable to say?
Never 3-4.
No, never.
You're a
Gordon,
Never 3
Gordon.
I had a few.
You're a liar, man.
I had a few good nights. I'll tell you the hotel. The best one I had was with Martin O'Neill down at. I'd known Martin.
You and Martin O'Neill in the room?
Celtic and Celtic were playing Kilmarnock, and it was the night the floodlights went off or something. It's well known. And Martin O'Neill come into Seamill. We were staying at Seamill. We were playing Dundee United, Scottish Cup, 3 o'clock, and Celtic come down. And O'Neill come in, and we were sitting. What I'd done was I had a quiz. That was my Friday night quiz. Couple of quid for the winner of the teams, right? Boys went away up to the bed. I took the staff into the wee bar, had a couple of beers, a glass of wine, had a chat. Martin O'Neill come in with his full staff, blaring away. What do you do? I says, we do a quiz. He's like, any chance that we can do it? And he sat there to 12, brilliant. The best company I've ever had as a manager. He was absolutely brilliant.
What a story.
Did they win?
Well, he was different
He's
class.
clever, isn't he?
He was.
Did you not study law? Is that me making that up?
Aye. Oh, he used to go to crime scenes. and all
That's
that.
right.
Aye.
I got
That's what he
to
said.
He was.
court and all that, didn't he?
See, listening to his stories, it was brilliant.
Did you ever watch one of your trials?
What?
You never you must have got court all the time.
No, I've not had that try.
Does he not watch divorce?
He was actually studying you.
He's trying to get me. He's trying to get me in. Who is it? Alexander the Great.
Oh,
This man.
Who's this? Right, tell us about it, Derek.
He says you need to get.
are you
your
actually
history.
going to Google it?
I never.
No.
Hey, because I never even went to school. By
He's
the way.
went all, wait a minute, he's went all professional here. He's got an iPad.
They
Thinks
must
he's a
have thought somebody
presenter
else was
there.
hosting it, mate. They must have thought somebody else was hosting
See, I
it.
don't want to
See,
say
you can get
him.
the writing a wee bit smaller though.
I don't want to say him if you
gonna
know
be
your
an answer.
history. Because
You'll start singing, won't he?
he'll get off his seat.
Right, come on, Alexander the Great. What's so good about him?
Oh, he was.
Tactician, you were saying to me.
Right, I'm no one to on
What
that.
do you like him for? Exactly.
Mate, honestly, 32 he died, right? I was raging. I watched the documentary on him. It's the most fascinating thing I've ever seen in my life. He took over Egypt and everything, right? He went in, he fought armies that had 10 times the soldiers that he had. And it was just a thought, and I thought to myself, I said at the show there, right, he'd be a great manager, and somebody's ran with it, right? Some people out there. But the way he...
I'm not having this.
But by
pushed
the
his
way-
back 4 up, low block, mate.
I get-
round the corners.
See, I've had a different kind of outlook on it. Because growing up, I stayed in Ballannock, Easterhouse and all that. So I used to watch them all fight.
Young team.
The Barry L and the Toy, battling across Old Edinburgh Road. And their tactics were unbelievable.
We're talking about, we talk about the same thing.
Aye,
You're talking about the toy.
It's the same thing.
Hey, Davey,
It's the
face
same-
on something with
it's the same
Alexander the
thing.
Great.
Because we used to stop playing football in the street.
They won the bridge.
Go up on the veranda and watch them, and you could actually see them going down the side. There was about 10 of them down that side, and try and get across before the traffic lights changed. All the motors would come, and then they would get some of them get trapped.
Green light.
And they would get trapped, and then they would all
go
attack.
for it.
Oh, it was
The toy would be in.
But see all these guys that you say are leaders, like William Wallace and all that, how the fuck are they speaking to, like, how many men are they in charge of?
Oh,
I don't know.
Load of
I've
shite, mate.
just saw
What,
the
he's the
film.
one guy that's in charge of what the 10,000 men do.
After every battle,
Load
that's
of
what
rubbish.
it's called.
That's-
Mate, that's all you sort of
He had
buying
to
into
get a
that
top
shite.
wall. It's 100%.
Yeah, one guy was in charge of where he went.
No, what they done was they had generals. And they moved the told
That's
the
right,
general,
aye.
here's the plan.
that's
When I shout,
I'm buying in. I'm
when I
into this.
shout
I'm
to the
with-
right,
I'm with this man.
on you go.
I'm with this. I'm with you.
Aye. It's
Like, it happened. It clearly happened.
Aye,
But
of course it
somebody
did.
had to tell them what to do.
Because it's like you have like when you're the manager,
like having a goalie coach,
because
isn't
you
What were the
because he
goalies?
employs people. You look after the player and different.
So see in an army, how many men are in an army?
Well,
I'm not counting, but I think there are a few.
Right, in general, what? 10,000 men in an army?
Depends.
And
Well,
you're telling me I get one guy and 5 fucking generals and organising 10,000 guys?
No, no,
Oh,
get me
it could be
a
a
So how does at work these days. There's one guy in charge of the strategy, isn't there?
I know,
And
but
there's
there's
different
like-
people in charge of different groups who've got
You're not a believer,
other
Si.
people.
But I think of the technology you've got these days that they've got to help them.
Aye, and I-
But
you're
sitting
again,
on the phone,
You
aye.
think a guy on a horse is going, alright, we're going to fucking, these are our tactics we're going to use and that.
Aye, but
they
if they fought the hood up flags.
I didn't think any wars happened. Made up, mate.
There's
You
no...
don't-
No,
What
they
do you think
battles,
the
no
fucking
wars,
world's
battles,
flying?
battles like that.
What
Scotland,
they do is,
England,
right,
mate.
if
That didn't happen.
It didn't happen, right?
if they're 40 odds,
That's history.
It's been
I don't even
exaggerated.
know-
It's been exaggerated.
if they're 40 odds, right,
Well,
you're
that-
taking one group, right, Faddy's taking Fergie and me, I'm going to the left, you're
I'm
going to the
getting
right,
pumped up now,
they're
I'm like,
going
where are we
inside.
going?
You know what I mean? And then we're attacking.
And then, so
But
you're
that-
thinking like, you think there's, as you see it in the films, there's one army here, and then they all just run at each other and just start.
Oh, aye.
with
Aye,
swords and
you'll
all.
send so
all
many
day.
in there.
Wow.
No,
shite.
I'll do
I'm with you now.
Hey,
Well,
you need to
clearly
you need
it's
to
made
start.
to look better.
Better,
on the
wasn't
but
it like
they
that?
still happened. Maybe they didn't happen exactly
What
like
do you
that.
think they've done? Right, your best fighter against my
Aye.
best fighter, square go in the middle.
No,
That's
that's
a good,
I think that's
a good shout,
far-fetched.
no?
Use
You
it,
should have done that. Just
so
to start
gullible,
it
man.
off.
Your best fighter against.
They should have.
But you can't say
It
never
It's not a lot of
Stand
shite.
next to the guy. You're our best fighter.
But there's no way William Wallace done that thing with a horse where he stands in front of fucking 10,000 men in the back and hear him
But that's
shouting.
film, Faddy. Talk to him.
Too far gone.
Aye, but they pass it on, didn't they?
What's he saying?
Hey, you shut up at the back.
They're all showing their arse and all that.
I wanted to ask you about food. You sent us a picture of your salmon.
Oh, no, don't even go
Beautiful, it
there.
looked nice, mate. What'd you hear last night?
Oh, yeah.
Muscles
Wait,
as well, mate.
Right, I can't believe it. And this is, what do you think I had?
Didn't say it was that stupid beans and
Last night,
pies.
because I was fed up, because it's been some nice food I've been
Aye,
having,
stuff.
I just wanted pie and beans last night. Pie and beans and a
You're a
cup of tea.
dinosaur, mate.
You're not happy with
Nah,
that?
it's
For a
day,
dinner.
day
love
before
it.
Pie Day.
I'd
Yo,
love
it's a
that. I
chips pie.
Oh,
and beans
pie.
day.
I love a pie and beans.
What kind of pie? Mince or steak?
No, just a mince
Scotch
pie.
pie?
Scotch pie,
aye.
aye.
Chips,
Scotch
pie and beans.
No, there was mash to go. I didn't want a mash,
Oh,
just
no,
pie and
mash.
beans.
Got a lovely pie at Fir Park.
Oh, that's with chicken.
Sunday.
That's chicken.
Pies
How
at
was
Fir
it?
Park
Nice.
are good.
Beans and mash. No, just
And
pie
I
and
actually
beans.
forgot to come up and see you.
Sometimes, you know, just crave
I was
that.
kidding on. I was like,
I
nah.
just crave
Yeah,
that.
lads,
What?
I
I was running, I was driving
yeah,
in going,
Pie and
shit.
beans. I just love that.
Do you like your macaroni pie?
Aye.
I like most.
they
You like most pies, don't you?
Have you tasted the kebab one?
I didn't like it.
Oh,
Yeah, a
don't
bit,
even like it.
nippy, isn't they?
I didn't. I just, that's weird.
I've asked you your favourite ever meal. What's your, my favourite show is Saturday Kitchen, so you get a food heaven and a food
Aye.
hell. What's the one food that you fucking hate?
That I hate. Liver, because I was force fed it when I was I used to have hunters of onions with it. But that was because stupidly my dad thought it was going to make us, I don't know, stronger,
Aye.
whatever.
Aye, I'm
a
in
lot of
love, innit?
bullshit. So my
I'm-
dad force fed me that.
I'm
big time.
fresh coriander.
Oh,
Hate it.
do you?
see-
But in like a soup or
Just
anything, like any, and you can
when
taste
see
it.
when it makes up
That's it,
nice
honestly.
and go,
Liver.
Liver.
pick it out.
So see, my dad's getting old and he's really struggling. I'm going to fucking force feed him liver.
And a drip.
On his deathbed, aye. There you go. Fucking eat that. Yeah, take that. Force feed the bad.
Turn up later, get that into you.
Do you get certain
Big
types of
Archie.
liver? Is it like chicken liver or is it just
I don't
liver?
know what it was. It was just
Nah.
liver. It was horrible
Big.
looking.
How do you cook
Horrible looking, horrible
In a pan,
tasting.
frying pan, bit of onions and all that.
I needed hundreds of onions.
Liver and
I
onion.
don't
Would you
mind.
would you know be able to have it now then because you had it too
Put
much?
off, aye, because my dad put me off it.
Tripe. Did you have that when you were younger?
No, I've never, nah.
Sheep stomach.
Ah, it's not very
Nah,
good.
fuck that. Man, when you, what about your foods that you hate?
I cannot stomach cold egg. Cannot. In fact, I can't even
Cold egg?
stomach.
Like a boiled egg?
I cannot even stomach somebody sitting next to me eating it.
Aye.
I'd be sick. I would refuse. See, when I was younger,
You're showing weakness now.
Stay out of Kevin Kyle's taxis.
see, when I was younger and I was sort of in the dating scene, and you meet a butt and she ordered a salad with cold egg and she's sitting there. Oh no, you're off.
But
I'm
you'd
a-
still
If she was an
No, no,
absolute
I'm
darling.
away, mate. Oh,
an
Is that because of what comes out the other end?
No, it's just it's a phobia I've got of it, and yet I love eggs, right? But they've got to be
Scotch egg, no?
Oh no, mate. Honest. And
Scotch eggs,
I'll
nice.
tell you another one. I would puke if I seen they pickled ones.
Pickled egg?
Pickled eggs.
Tremendous. Tremendous.
Fag
You
it.
tell his dad worked on a chippy. Is that a chippy?
Aye, right,
Uh,
Oh, chippy. I don't even go there. Much a chip.
Didn't get me started on the price of food, mate. I got sushi last night, right? 30 bits for 30 quid. 30 quid, mate, and I was fucking starving after it. On like
Fish supper.
How much a fish supper?
Oh, about 10.
13 quid.
I know, but you're full after that, mate. I'm telling you, I got sushi for 30 quid and I was fucking still starving.
I just remember a fish supper being like 4 quid on the way home from the supermarket, my mum and dad.
That was in Alexander the Great days. I'll get you a chippy. If we beat that fucking lot, you're on a chippy.
What's your order at a chippy? We've never asked you that because his dad used to own one.
What would I order?
Do you know his dad owned Da Vinci's?
No, I didn't know.
In the tin? I was like, what was your order?
My mum and dad.
Oh, special fish.
Oh,
Special.
What, with breadcrumbs?
Oh, all day.
Nice and all that, aye.
Mate, innit?
Aye.
Come on.
I've only
Never.
started really eating fish.
Or a chicken supper.
I'd
Supper.
could
Chicken
never eat
supper.
it when I was younger, so I always get
Black
bones and
pudding's
I
no
didn't like
bad. I can go a black pudding.
That's
Tell me, right, before your time, obviously, you tasted the Mars bar one?
Battered Mars bar, nice, mate.
Is it?
Nah. You wouldn't eat it every week, but once in a while it's decent, mate.
Oh, I'm going to have a wee dig at that.
Oh.
Much is that?
It'll be about a tenner.
Much is
I'll be
that?
about 20 quid by
Take your
the
own
way.
Mars bar in. Stick that in the fryer, will you?
I was a wee bit shocked. I was like,
Everything's expensive.
What did you hear last night, sorry, dinner?
Actually,
he was on the way to
we
football.
stopped at Pitlochry and I had fish and chips.
Nice, it's a nice fish and chips at
It
Pitlochry.
was nice.
Who did you stay in a room with at Ross County, yourself?
Aye,
Who else stayed there?
everybody.
You get a few drinks?
With a couple of beers after the game, aye.
Nice.
So you talk about something, I always remember with Sunderland stopping at a place called Weatherby. Remember
Aye.
Weatherby?
Oh,
We used to stop there and get fish and chips on the way up the road and a few cans on the bus. That was brilliant.
Do you as a manager, do you ever stay up late night before games? Few drinks?
No, by the
Till we
time
go to bed?
I was a manager, I had the 3 boys anyway, so yeah, them to bed and just get aye. At times, I was playing as well.
You could,
But no,
I'm sensing there's a problem with staying up late as a man.
No, I like it, mate.
Aye, you've got to talk to your staff. I think.
Nah,
You do your own thing,
Have you ever
mate.
been
Don't worry
rough on
about
the
anybody
side of
else.
that pitch, though?
Oh, I've
Clearly.
been once, aye.
What game was that?
Oh, a long time ago. Aye, I felt a wee bit.
Hazy.
Oh, no, but felt a wee off. And I never done it again because I
See-
thought you're no sharp.
Worse than feeling
We won.
hungover. Worse than feeling hungover. You need a shite constantly after a night of drinking.
I don't count.
And there's only usually
I
that
don't-
one toilet in the dressing room, mate. So everybody's like, gaffers in that toilet. Stop, man.
I'll tell you, I don't do toilet talk.
Do you not talk about it?
No, I hate it.
good,
I think
easy.
it's disgusting.
What if any of your managers, Fad, you like to, was it like Sam, because that sort of that era, wasn't it? Sam Allardyce like loved a
Aye.
wine in that night before a game, didn't he?
He wasn't my manager though.
No, I know, but I'm saying just around about that time. Boys would never be that type,
Never.
would they?
No.
Who about Birmingham
Staff
Big
weren't
Egg?
allowed to drink. No.
Staff weren't allowed to drink.
No, not on a Friday. If they,
Right.
they didn't like the staff drinking because it was about the game. So
Right.
Walter liked to drink, didn't he? So people said to me before, people I've interviewed,
What
Walter liked to
Dad
drink the night
says a
before a game,
glass,
didn't he?
of wine. I think that's quite healthy, isn't it? Sitting having a chat, talking football.
I didn't mind it as a player if the staff were having a drink because
Yeah.
like it's not going to be. I wish I could have that. It's just they're away in the hotel. Go and have a few drinks, no problem for me. as a
You
player.
don't get bladder. You don't.
Aye,
you
you
know,
just take a couple of
don't
wines.
walk about the room singing all that outside, waking everybody up. But
Stuart McCall would do it.
A couple of beers.
Aye.
You could just tell us.
Stuart Kenny
A
Black.
couple of cans and he's flying.
Kenny
isn't he, Stuart?
Black. They'd have a drink the way down as well.
Would they?
Aye.
Do we done it again?
And they went. After a game, if we were on the bus, they'd have a couple.
Did he come up and sit with the boys? Ah, brilliant.
That was
Come up and
That's
go.
old
Right,
tradition,
I've
isn't it?
got a few extra. Anybody want one?
No, wait, but he'd get a carry out and then he'd give the boy hand the
If
carry
there
to the boys.
was any left, aye.
Yeah,
That was the best days with Stranraer when Jerry was the manager, Jerry Britton. After the game, a win, heading up the road for Stranraer, having a few glasses of wine with Jerry. That was.
Did you know as soon as brought it in that the boys could tell wine
Oh,
before it?
Friday night,
Friday
up
night.
at the Grosvenor Hotel. So we were allowed a couple of glasses of wine with our meal.
before again,
But then when you get to know the waitresses,
that
all
became
that,
there.
well, you could get another cheeky one, and then
In the
before it, you probably had a bottle of wine. Right, hey, great sleep, out like a light, bang, and you're ready for a game. It didn't really affect us. So that's what we were allowed, a glass of wine, a glass or two. So
But soon as sip and hair wine as well?
no, he would, like, Dad, as a manager, go away and sit with the staff and have a...
Did you ever have the
drink.
bottle of whiskey in the dressing room before a game?
No.
No.
Never had that.
What, did you say that? Where was that, Rangers?
Once, I was the
Shot of whiskey.
first time I'd seen it.
Julian Dix
First game.
says he used to do that.
First game playing Chelsea Stamford Bridge, right? And I've been done with the wee Eddie Lars boy, and next minute in comes the member of staff, sits a bottle of whiskey down, and I'm thinking somebody's won a raffle or something, right? Next minute all the wee glasses go in. We as a Hartford boys like that come in, experienced guys, Mick McCarthy and all these boys. Poor. Just as walking out the tunnel,
wee shot of whiskey.
wee shot of whiskey, and I'm sitting going, oh, I'll get the rest of it in the way in. I never.
It's the one drink I don't like, whiskey.
Oh,
But
mate.
it's
well,
the-
here I'll change your mind.
What?
See, when you go and buy a bottle of whiskey, get ice, ginger beer, and a slice of lime, mate, it'll fucking change your life. But it'll turn you into a raving lunatic.
I
as
look,
well.
aye.
But it tastes amazing, mate. Believe me.
I
I'll
can't
get
be
you.
a- I can't
believe
be a
you,
malt.
but I don't think.
It's like a Jameson,
No,
an Irish whiskey. innit?
See, I'm looking to my right hand side and he's like, no.
You know a whiskey guy?
Because I'm easily influenced by you guys at times, so I could see myself doing that at the weekend.
Him and the other ones, no me.
I like a.
I'm making a change to my
I
life.
like a
I'm no
malt.
longer staying out past 12 o'clock.
Are you?
Because the drinking thing's unrealistic, but I'm no longer staying out the house past 12.
I
hear
hear
him.
day by 12 o'clock now. You the same as me.
No,
I want
he
to
knows
game into my
I'm a
bed.
trapdoor.
No,
I'm
he's not
out.
really.
When I go out with him and we need to get a day out, I just get to a point and I say, I'm out of here. You know that, don't you?
It's just his usual routine when he leaves. We'll be sitting in a pub, he'll go into the toilet, he'll raid the condom machine and then just leave.
Away you go. We hear me a few Johnnies.
He's got a couple of pound. He's getting a change.
And the house shout on the steer.
Load them up. Water bomb.
What, for the train? For the train night? No, for the Johnny machine. Right, listen to this. This is not just any Cooping Show this week, lads. Cooping Show is brought to you by NordVPN.
Aye.
Excited by that?
Aye, I've heard them.
Big companies
that
are dealing
before.
with it. Have you heard that?
Aye.
Of course, mate.
We've done it.
Well known.
Done what?
NordVPN.
We've had NordVPN. But it's a great relationship we're building here. Gordon, you're a man that's very active online. Would you be right in saying that?
Yeah.
Certain times
It
of the day.
depends what it is.
You need
Depends where
this.
you're
You need this.
All right.
NordVPN believes the internet should be free from online threats, censorship and surveillance.
Threats.
That's what you're after innit, when you're on the internet.
Surveillance is what you're after,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah. I'm
Lack
after
of
that big
surveillance.
time.
Yeah, so not only does NordVPN make you safer online with one click by protecting you from malware with threat protection, it's also the fastest VPN on the planet. So to keep yourself safer online, you can sign up to NordVPN's 2-year plan where you'll receive 4 months free at nordvpn.com/OpenGoVPN. And the
Apologies
benefits don't
about that.
stop there, lads. This one's for you, Derek, for when you're travelling back and forth to Bologna to watch Lewis play. Ready for this?
Ooh.
Yes, aye.
Paddy, ready for it?
Aye.
Right.
NordVPN's app allows you to change your location when travelling, so you can still watch the likes of this week's SPFL midweek card and Tuesday and Wednesday's FA Cup games when you're abroad.
Oh, I'm getting it. Definitely.
Get the NordVPN 2-year plan plus 4 months free when you go to nordvpn.com/OpenGoVPN. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Click the link nordvpn.com/OpenGoVPN, which you can find in the description box below.
Well done, mate.
Thank
Beautiful.
you very much,
Well
boys.
done.
Counting results for the weekend.
Hey.
Oh, wow, I thought I was eating. I've saved it. I thought I was done.
So who is it? Who's it?
Gordon and Faddy!
By the way, have a look at that.
Aye. Are you
Faddy
right?
4. Gordon 5 points last week.
Wait, 6.
Faddy 4
Man,
points.
that was so close.
Si 1 point. Derek 5 points, and Derek finishes off the month on 25 points.
Oh, thank you.
I got last
I nearly
week's
get-
results, but
Who done
Obviously
you?
nearly
Come on then,
get
who done you?
Ross County scored a late winner, didn't they? That was got to be a draw, and Celtic scored 2 in injury time.
Time for you.
I think I got 6.
you
Derek,
only
it'd have been a
got
draw.
4.
I would have if they never scored the last
Oh, well done.
Who
say that was close.
If I could pick it now, I'd probably get 6.
Who stopped you for getting your...
Kelly.
What is
And
it?
I went Aberdeen draw.
Did you?
Imagine going for a draw.
I thought you'd went killing. That's why I was sitting in the house thinking I'm eating the wing this week.
No.
You went draw with Aberdeen.
Aye.
You deserve to eat the wing for
I
that.
did. You're only eat one, aren't you?
Yeah, you're
one
only eating
plate.
You're
One
only eating
plate.
One plate.
One
But-
plate. One you mean.
No, 1 plate. You don't just come here and make the
Maybe
rules.
I don't know. I signed up for one, mate.
Aye, did you
No,
need the
one
small
plate.
plate? 1 plate is.
No, many's not
Bit of
plate.
boiled egg and that and
It's
all.
only one.
That's all right. aye.
And a bit
I'd rather eat it than a boiled egg. There we go.
Boiled egg, that's boiled egg.
I couldn't eat a
Would you
boiled
do that? Would you eat a boiled
The
egg?
boiled egg challenge.
Have we paid you?
You
Have I paid
couldn't-
you enough?
No, you couldn't pay me anything to eat a boiled egg.
Really?
And you know me, I'm a freeloader.
Wow.
I would bear Mars for a couple of quid, but no a boiled egg.
You just like a wee boiled egg
Aye.
on its end?
I didn't know it's a weakness of yours.
A cold egg. Any cold egg.
You know, every one of us need to bring a boiled egg.
That's the first thing that's into your head, isn't it?
Definitely.
It stinks, man.
Do you know what, though? See, I used to have one pal who would, I maybe being a bit harsh because he wasn't exactly well off, but see if you stayed at his man's house on a Sunday and you were a wee bit rough, it was guaranteed egg sannies in the morning.
Love an egg sandwich.
Oh,
Love an egg sandwich.
And the smell of egg sannies.
Nah, come on.
I was like, no bacon or nothing, man. Like, just eggs.
That's a terrible thing to say. You better cut that.
I'm not naming it,
Yeah,
but
snob.
that's no snob. That's not being a snob, but
It is.
egg
I'm
sannies,
sorry,
mate.
yeah.
The bread goes all
Disgusting.
soggy, mate, and it's basically fucking free eggs.
Well, I
Do you know what I mean? The bread
What,
comes
sliced
in.
egg? Or
It's a fried
egg
egg.
meal? Or
Not a fried egg. Sanny.
Huh?
Not even a
Mind a
roll.
fried
mate.
egg?
Sanny.
I get the bulk even thing about it.
Aye.
I'm just a good bit of butter into a frying pan, 4 eggs, bump,
aye.
and that's you.
Scrambled?
Happy days. Aye, just sing me, aye.
Do you know what? They're hard to make poached, but I love them, but they're so hard to make.
No,
So
I
hard.
prefer a scrambled egg, probably.
Do you know like that?
Yeah.
Aye, but the minute they come out the pan, I've got to eat them.
Right.
It's the same in a restaurant.
Yeah.
I'll say, I can't go buffet, right? I can't do the buffets.
Aye.
See, when you go to hotels and I'm like, nah.
What is that? Because it germs or stuff like that? Or
No, it's just because it's sitting
Just have a
there.
shite in the
It's
desk.
sitting there, fucking.
Something gives you the heebie-jeebies.
Aye, and then you go up and it's, you look at the egg and it's, oh, fuck off, man. Right, it's all that watery.
Oh, see a watery scrammy egg, mate. There's nothing worse
Jesus.
in the world, mate.
Oh,
a watery
A lot of
scrammy
time
egg.
that's not real egg
They
anyway.
put it on your plate and the water just goes all the rest of your
Oh,
food.
aye, it's
Your bread, yeah.
Oh.
That's why when
Thinking, man.
when you're eating a fry-up, you kind of don't like the beans touched.
Aye,
I don't mind that.
Innit?
No, I'm
a
like
lot
that.
of people are like that.
Aye, I was terrible when I was younger.
Aye.
I couldn't have, see,
Aye, could you
like
say?
mince and tatties, couldn't touch in my plate when I was younger. I was a
get that.
weirdo.
I get
I was a
that.
weirdo.
And
not
when you
to touch.
ate it, you would just eat all the mince.
I
and
could eat the two of them together,
Right, but they just couldn't touch.
but I couldn't. Aye, it couldn't. Oh.
Most people must.
I'm alright now. I'm fine now. I got over that, but
Aye,
when I
you
was
don't
young,
like
I
the
was
beans
terrible.
touching egg.
No.
Rangers against Kelly last night. A result that shows they're capable of going all the way.
Aye.
Especially going 1-down.
Do you know something? Look, he doesn't come in for criticism, right? The manager. But fair play to him. I was surprised when he named his team, right? I know he changes it all the time. But it was the changes.
Aye.
He got it wrong.
Young Mads
think he got it wrong.
has
Team
been
selection,
different.
right?
Well,
class.
I'm not allowed to say that when
Desers has been scored 2.
You want him to get his ass
Sterling.
skipped again?
Aye.
Yilmaz is the best player. Go on, Derek. Go.
No, listen, he played extremely well at the weekend and all that. So, hey, by the way, about your superior knowledge, maybe it is coming on to you again. But just what you're saying, I was surprised that he never started
Aye.
last night. I think
he
he got team
changed it.
selection.
Aye, so did I.
And he had to.
Yeah, he changed it at half
Aye,
time, and but I'll tell you what, there are big moments in games for me. The boy Kennedy, Butland
Great
save.
save for Butland.
I've not seen.
Is he your player of the
Paddy.
year so far for Rangers this year, Butland?
He's sensational. If you're a back 4 and anything's getting over the top, you're thinking this guy will bail us out here. He's absolutely brilliant. But if I reverse it and I look at if I'm Kilmarnock, I think I should be scoring that.
I've seen it.
Oh, aye, mate. I think I'm banging
Kennedy's?
that. Aye.
Oh, aye,
I think
definitely.
He hits it quite well.
I think if that falls
But
to
great save,
if
but
that
I'm-
falls to like a Greg Stewart or a Van Veen, that's swept high into the net. But don't take it's a brilliant save, big moment. But you're right, I think he should be burying that, and I don't think Rangers come back for that 2-0 down.
But
So it was a
Tavernier's
massive
a man
moment.
again, and he steps up.
Hey,
How good is he?
Unbelievable, it's incredible.
Technique is incredible, isn't it?
Innit? Big moments, we need it. And for 55 minutes, Rangers hadn't really played. They kind of get, I don't know, wouldn't say bullied, but physically they were second best against Kelly last night, Rangers were. That's how I
And is
think.
that where you thought he got it wrong in terms of team selection,
Aye.
physicality?
And I
of the
think
team?
with young McCausland's come in and he's done really well. I don't think that was because it was wet, it was windy. When I don't think it was a night for him. I think it was for a bit of power, a pace, physicality, and that's where Sterling comes into.
Do you think that's why he put Barisic in though, just for the extra wee bit of height? But it's not his game, is it? Physicality.
But then, if you look back in games beforehand, the boy Armstrong absolutely tortures
Aye.
Barisic.
Yep.
So he does. Barisic can't handle Armstrong. Armstrong's a terrific player, but he's one of the guys that he's always at you. Doesn't he? I like that in a player. Barisic can't handle that.
Kelly
He
caused
gets
them
off
problems
flustered.
at set plays, didn't he?
Oh, they were brilliant at set
They're
plays.
giants.
But they physically were better for 55 minutes than
Wee Danny's killed himself. He's moved to Rangers into green boots, scoring in front of the fans doing that. I mean, there's no way he's going to Rangers now. Would you go for? Would you say the same? Butland playing a year so far?
Butland's been outstanding. I think even sometimes you get a goal that's not played, and then they come in and early on they're a wee bit shaky. Then you see them growing straight away. Some of the early European games, some big saves. Right. He's been outstanding, and they're talking about him for the England squad.
Yeah. The defensive record this year is incredible, isn't it?
Aye. They look solid at the back. They look really comfortable.
It's amazing that we're talking about their defensive records that good and Butland Player of the Year. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Thinking, but it's a big. It's
not that he's busy. It's just he looks so assured, no matter what it is.
Last night was massive because I'm with Ferguson. If Kilmarnock go 2 there, that's a long way back, right? Because Derek knows how to get the job done, McInnes. So he would have made it very difficult. But that was a massive save.
I think if you go 2-0 down, then your focus is more on just getting a draw. Like your first can you get out of here with a draw? But the fact that you're won, then you know it can change. You get the momentum, and it's a massive win. I think a lot of people thought Rangers could slip up, Rangers could drop points against Kilmarnock. Then you go in, it's 1-0 at half time, and I don't think there was too much happening in terms of the Rangers attack.
No, they weren't at it. But I thought the way they kind of overpowered Rangers. I think they won a lot of second balls. But that's how I think you needed a Sterling in there. I just think they looked a wee bit light
as well. Dessers, the criticism is he doesn't score every chance, but he runs in behind. He doesn't mind the physical side of it, and going up against they're quick at the back, Kilmarnock. But it's just a different kind of proposition than Fabio Silva, isn't it?
But you're talking about Clement, you've got to give him praise in the second half. Assists for a goal. The wee throw in. How clever was that? Did you see it?
No, I've never seen it now.
The ball goes out for Rangers second goal, and it falls to him, and he just throws it like a ball. As quick as, and Lawrence just goes bang, and they get the goal. No, they get the goal.
They get the free kick.
Second the free kick, Lawrence takes it really quick.
Then they get the
and
then they get the wee break of the ball, and it's a fantastic finish. So as
did he get injured again? Lawrence.
By the way, he went down stretching his calf. I'm thinking I'm going to get him off, get Raskin.
You know how the worry is Cortez? He looked like he'd done his hammy.
It's a strange one because he wasn't at full pelt or anything. It was just he was jumping for the ball.
But it was the way he walked out.
Aye, and he's obviously done his hammy.
You do your hammy, you're holding it in the way.
But you get that with that surface. You know, any wee kind of weakness or niggle you've got.
Be honest, he's starting to get excited. What is there, 10 games to go?
No, but because, and the reason I'm excited, and we never touched on it last week, because we shouldn't be in that position talking about Rangers at the minute. It should have been dead and buried. Now, under Clement, we're back, we've got our noses in front, it's incredible. This is going to go right to the end. Everybody is, and I know quite a few of the Rangers supporters were disappointed because Celtic come back. Win. I expected that because, good players, and even take away the manager, that group of players in that Celtic dressing room, you know, you're there for a reason because you're a good player, you've got a wee bit about you. They're not going to just curl up and let the...
And get their arse killed.
Aye, so they're going to be at it. And the responses we've clearly seen in the second half then last night, this has gone right to the way, and this is what's brilliant. I love it, because last night watching the game, and as a Rangers fan, was I nervous? you're damn tooting I was. Aye, but that's what it's all about. I love
did
that.
You watch again, wasn't it, telly?
Was that?
Loudon.
Aye, well, there's a few places where I stayed that put the game on.
Oh, there's more than a few, but you started fucking Full Street puts it on, man.
No, the big advertising board. The big
blue Asda shows it.
It's live stream.
The big blue Asda shows it. The blue Sunday show it. Before we move on, again, credit to Kilmarnock, what he's done there. How close they're running Celtic and Rangers. Credit to Derek McInnes.
Oh, without doubt. That's what I'm saying. People wouldn't have been a shock with it if Kilmarnock get a result or won the game, and it's because of what Derek's done, the players he's signed. He's just built a really good squad.
Faddy, what about the changes he made? He brings on Van Veen and Greg Stewart.
Aye.
What?
Are they too close to starting? Because that have been used as substance have came in, isn't it?
I actually think they're better than Watkins and Vassell.
Bit more quality, haven't they, than
Aye, but then that's because you're looking at it when you bring them on. This is when nerves kick in, you go, by God, look at the quality that he's just going to bring on 15 minutes to go. So that's why
I think that's a big point, because normally you'd see teams and they've got their best 11 and they get a right good go, then they tire a wee bit and then they make changes and it disrupts them. They're bringing on 2 quality players.
Top, aye.
Yeah.
You know, I've always liked Van Veen. I think he's a top player. I was disappointed Rangers never go.
He doesn't look sharp enough for me.
But do you know something last night? What did he do right away when he come on? He put his shell about. He sprayed 1 or 2 great passes and he gets his shell in between the sticks. I just like him. So I've always liked him.
Aye.
Yeah.
What would be out of that 4? What would be your, if they're off at full fitness, what would be your 2 that you'd go with?
It's
Van Veen,
Sam,
Stewart, Watkins and Vassell.
Vassell and Watkins.
Would you stick with that, would you, right?
Yeah, I think they're a handful. I think Vassell should have scored last night.
I'd go Vassell and Van Veen.
By the way, I tell you what, see them as
you need
2.
games for me.
By the way, the physicality, the power and they can play.
I just think when Motherwell changed last year to having 2 strikers and a busier striker to get up and support Van Veen and somebody that could run the channels as well, you got the best out of him. Because when it was a lone striker, he was running the channel, he was picking it up. A lot of time he was isolated. I think if you've any combination for me with Van Veen, a fully fit Van Veen, but I think Vassell's, I think he's brilliant.
Yeah. Talk to goalies with Jack Butland, best goalie you played, I think who have you said before?
I played with Jack Butland, Joe Hart,
Need to ask who was better.
Craig Gordon, Griggsy, Andy Gorham, Nigel Martin.
Oh, Nigel Martin was a keeper by you.
I'd maybe put Nigel up there.
Nigel Martin. Played England, didn't he?
Ben Foster as well was at Birmingham.
Not bad,
Some big names there, isn't there?
My God.
Jack was only a young guy coming through. I didn't actually play any games with him, but he was exceptional as a 15, 16 year old. You could tell he was going to be top goalie.
So we're going Nigel Martin?
Nigel was amazing, man.
He looked
training,
like
just couldn't score into him. Just brilliant goalie.
He looked like he just rolled out his bed as well, Nigel Martin.
He probably did, he probably did. But he had one where he used to, if you lost the toss or the other team were kicking off, he'd stand on like 18-yard line, maybe a wee bit further out, just kind of kidding on he wasn't watching. And then as soon as the whistle went, every week somebody tried to score straight away, just run, catch him off.
Did you ever play with Burridge? John Burridge?
No. Oh,
mate, honest, I signed him at here.
I get a hair.
Honestly.
Is there a story about
I get a haircut beside him doing in when I was doing it at Sunderland.
You had a haircut?
And
you got a haircut?
I had hair. When I had hair, I was 28, so I was
like
Burridge
on
was
the stirrup.
The Royal County.
Jordan Pickford as well played with him.
It was a Royal County hotel down in, what's you call it, the place? Anyway,
Durham,
that's right.
Yeah,
you been in there?
Oh yeah, I've been there.
It's a lovely place.
Durham.
Tim Howard's good.
Durham's a good.
Right, come on, what's your story?
No, he was actually getting people to throw things while he was getting his hair cut.
The catch?
So to catch, just sitting there going like that, catch him. That fucking, they were throwing a wee ball, was it fruit or something?
Somebody's throwing their balls at him?
Boiled eggs.
He was famous for that. I brought him up to here and I says, right, we'll put you in a hotel. No, he says, I've got my sleeping bag. I'll sleep in the boardroom, right?
Fuck off.
On my life.
I could believe it. I believe that.
On my life, right?
Why?
Home game. That was just his thing. Anyway, first game, the coaching staff come in and go, by the way, you need to come into the dressing room, see this character. I says, what's he doing? He says, no, just come in. I went into the dressing room and he's doing a handstand walking round the table, right? On his hands.
Clay's on or off?
With just a pair of shorts on, right? Walking round the table. And I'm looking going, oh, this guy's wired to the moon.
Brilliant.
And he's right. So we played away from home. Where was it? I think it was up near Ross County or something. Anyway, he's rooming with one of the boys. One of the boys come down and went, you need to move me out for him. I says, how, what is it?
Throwing things.
He says, he gave me an orange. He says to me, listen, see when I go to that toilet and I come back, shout budgie and throw the orange, right? And he would dive across the thingy and hold it in and all that, right? In the middle of the night and everything. He says, I'm lying there at 3 in the morning with a fucking orange. The next minute I hear a light goes on and budgie comes out and I had to go, budgie! He was unbelievable. He must have played. Oh, he must have played with about 40 clubs.
Did he?
Oh, he just went everywhere and loan and played different games.
And would he sleep in the boardroom before every game?
Every home game.
No, he wouldn't.
On my
I could believe that, definitely.
On my life.
He's a century.
Brought a sleep back.
Aye.
Blanket.
Tuned, set his half his nut. I mean, who gets a haircut and asks somebody to throw hang? It must just have been his thing.
And see that handstand.
Great company.
He was fucking brilliant.
Everybody's doing that now, is fitness.
Everyone's walking on
Is
their
it?
hands. That's doing my tits in as well. Why are you doing that?
Well, they're budgie.
Why are you walking on your hands?
Strengthen your hands, innit?
Stick videos up on Instagram. What do they want you right back? That's fucking brilliant. I don't get that, do you?
I've never seen a goal.
This is what I'm doing.
You just think everything's shite, don't you?
Oh, it does my tits in. Here's me walking on my hands. What?
Who's doing it?
Strength, core.
Aye.
Right.
Anyway,
You'll have a goalie doing that.
He's just a treadmill on it, 10k.
You'll be walking into the dressing room in orange.
Ice bath, treadmill.
Oh, I had an amazing ice shower today, mate. My shower was especially cold today, man.
Can't do it.
Beautiful. Mate, just get past the first minute and it's the best feeling.
How long do you stay in?
I'm doing about between 4 and 5 minutes now.
That's brilliant, mate. That's brilliant.
But I don't think the
Doing
first...
wonders for your hair.
See, the first minute, it's not as cold as that after. I'd rather that for... I don't know if it's because your body gets used to it or what, but that feeling the first minute, mate, is... You've never seen that size to it when it comes out. You actually didn't believe it's yours.
You stay away from your...
Do you know what I mean?
Pity it doesn't work in your nose, eh?
Do you know why? That's funny you say that. That's why I started doing it, because I seen a guy on Instagram that says it takes inflammation down in your face. So I thought if I stand with that on this fucking nose, it might take the... But no worked.
Well,
Surprised that's no covering the wee man, because it's right above it.
Do you think that is particularly big?
No.
you could smoke a cigar in
that's
the shower. That's what somebody says to
Check
you.
that,
Smoke a cigar in the shower.
I would say his is bigger. Yours is... You've got a bit of a conk, haven't you?
Nah, mine's is a bit bent.
The Fergies, we've all got big noses.
You've not got a big nose.
Oh, aye.
Your nose is good proportion, mate.
No,
You're
mind that.
alright. You're alright. It's me and him. It's under.
That's a bit of a beak.
No, it's not a bit of a beak. It's a wee bit.
Let's hurl insults at each other.
It's got a full skin on it.
It goes up the
My
way.
beak's bigger than your beak.
Nah, it goes up the
But
way.
women like that. It's like a defining feature.
Mate, that look. You've got to
Turn
make
that
it one.
I give into a positive, I like that.
That's something
Do you
your
know what it
man
looks
says
like?
to
A
you.
boiled egg.
That's something your man says to you. Oh, it's a defining feature, son.
Your nose is a defining feature. Well, thanks, man. Right, demolition job last night at Celtic Park, 7-0. Most of the goals coming for crosses. Was that the big difference?
Aye.
Looks
How
like
good
it.
was Yang? Right?
Just keeping his wood.
Mate, I've said it about Celtic winners going back, but he was positive. I thought
It's been
he was
like that
brilliant,
every time he's played.
thought he was
Sometimes he's
brilliant.
been poor, it's no come off, but he's direct. He wants to take people on, he can go left and right. If he plays on his wee step over and change of directions,
He was
lightning
different. I
quick.
thought Celtic moved the ball very quickly. Listen, they've come in for a bit of criticism, and rightly so, because they set the bar that high, the standards are that high, and they've not reached that, and everybody knows that. But don't get me wrong, I thought Dundee were defending was atrocious, but they were positive right for the word goal, right? Jan Gorey, he was going down, he was taking people on, he was whipping balls in, and I've got to say, young boy Kelly, take your
That's
hat
a great
off.
finish.
Take your hat
Played
off.
against him the last couple of years.
Have you?
Very good player. That's
I've never
chance.
seen him, I've
Good
never
kid as
heard
well.
him. See, when I've seen it on I was watching it on my phone and I'm going, who's that boy? And then I watched it. What a
Great
finish.
finish.
he's got that.
Good to see the reaction for the manager as well, an assistant when he scored that.
Brilliant,
Because he never really get excited about a few of the other goals that were flying in. But to see the young
How old
man
is
get a
he?
goal.
Sorry.
Says to him, after it, didn't he, good lad?
Oh, by the way, what are we at? And she wasn't offended anyway.
No.
No. Jane, we're talking about. Jane's a great. I'm about to say something. It gets you
Going
thinking,
to
doesn't it?
worry,
Because
aye.
I was going to say she's a great lassie. Are you allowed to say that? You know, and it's like fucking tooth, innit?
Well, we see her on you.
Innit?
It
It's
did,
mad.
just on the game, it did seem like that was instruction, wasn't it? When you're standing,
aye.
like, get the ball wide
Aye,
as quick as possible and put balls in the box.
See, at the weekend, the first half, the wingers were wide until they should have held their position and then just ran inside. But the one that came in inside to get it, or it was just like, Kuhn especially was like,
Yeah.
I'll come inside. But you're thinking, you're not even gone into a position you can pick the ball up and get turned. As a wide man, you want to get the ball and run it somebody.
See where I think we're all right? I think we all agreed when Ida come in. We watched him. He'll score goals. By the way, his goal at header,
What did he do that, isn't it?
Yeah.
unbelievable.
I think
I thought that was magnificent.
Aye.
He's just went, poof, he knows where the goals is, I'll put it on.
But he knows
Same
the ball's
at the
coming in
weekend.
early.
Yeah.
Aye.
So he's there,
What
he's
difference
already
is
there,
that?
isn't he?
But you
So
look
that's
at
difference.
the crosses are coming in. It's no specifically for either. Matt O'Reilly gets one. Greg Taylor gets one. So it's
seven different goal scorers.
Aye.
You're happy with that, aren't you?
Yeah. And what a difference Carter Vicker back.
Maeda's wee goal as
Great goal,
well.
innit?
Tremendous. Missed one for about half a
He's
yard.
a funny one, isn't he? He does stuff like that and then he crosses the ball at the pitch. It's incredible. But Carter Vickers makes such a difference, doesn't he?
That's good.
He's a big player for him, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's a big player. They're more solid when he's at the back.
Aye.
Of course, Scales looks better, Taylor looks better, Johnson. So,
Only weights, isn't he? I know.
Oh, he's a big star.
Didn't he?
Massive.
Looked pumped up, didn't he?
Tynecastle next for Celtic. What's your thoughts ahead of that one?
Oh,
If Celtic play the way they can play, they'll win. They'll win the game. I think Hearts are been on a brilliant run, but look, this is must win now for Celtic when they go into games like this. Must win to keep the pressure on, because Rangers look like they're going to win games.
Rangers play first as well.
Aye.
Motherwell at Ibrox, you're fancying that for a 3-pointer, aren't you?
and I said last
Don't know
week,
about
I thought Rangers would. I thought Rangers would win comfortably.
So you did.
Aye, and
You
I did.
did,
I just
and-
got a
As
feel.
I did
And
as well.
as Hearts have been on. They've been on a great run, but I don't think they've been playing absolutely brilliant
great
stuff.
stuff.
That's how I think Celtic, after that last night, they needed that a wee jolt, didn't they, to get themselves going. That's just how the run-in's going to be brilliant, because I fancy Celtic to go there and win convincingly. Be tougher than... well, it's a tough game for Hearts. Hearts are alright. Without Shankly, I don't think he'd be
Aye.
anywhere.
Well, he's got
Changed the shape last night as well, didn't he?
Well,
I don't know, I just
19
watched
league
the
goals
highlights.
now.
I've no...
19 league goals, and the next top scorer's got 4.
There you go.
Fine.
Aye.
Aye.
Depends.
Before we
shows how good he is.
we'll come on to Hearts and Hibs last night, but just on Dundee, how much will a heavy defeat like that affect them?
I don't think.
That can
Yeah, I think
happen,
it'll
by
be
the way. That can happen
Aye.
against a Celtic or a Rangers. Can it?
Aye. We're great to invite Doc into the 7 club. If you get beat 7 years, you'll always, as a manager.
No, but do you hear what he said after the game?
What?
At least it wasn't at 8.
Aye.
I've
there
never.
you go.
We've not been in the 8, but we've been in the
Yes.
7 club.
Been in the 8.
It's a long journey home, isn't it?
One thing we can take for it wasn't at 8.
That's alright.
They, they, they will bounce
Yeah.
back.
Never lasted.
They will bounce back. They've had, I think they'd a 5 now. 5-1 was it against Rangers?
Dens.
At Dens.
Uh-huh.
And it never really affected them.
Uh-huh.
So I think they'll bounce back. They've got quite a good young squad as well that you would hope wouldn't really affect them. I think they'll be fine. I think
I'm
they'll
getting
bounce back.
flashbacks now.
At the 8?
I don't
What time did the 8th goal go in it? How long did you have before that?
Oh no, that was about 10
Could that have
minutes
been 9
ago.
or 10?
I just remember taking the boy McKinstry off, who was a really good player after 20 minutes. Don't know what he was up to, but he was on.
Did he know what
Look
you
at
were
his
up to?
face, mate.
I know, I was...
Zoned out. He's right back there.
I
right
knew
now.
at half time that was me. I knew I was heading up the road.
See, after the 8th, did they have chances to make it 9 and 10?
Oh God, aye.
Aye, they were good that day.
You could have been 15.
What was your half time? What was your score at half time, sorry?
Half time, I think it was 6.
What are you saying,
Aye.
win the second half?
I don't think I even went in.
Did you
Just
not?
went into the manager's office and sat and had a cup of tea. Aye.
And they only got beat by another 2 in the second half. You
So that's the
should've just
difference.
fuck all
That's the
before it.
difference.
Aye, you should
There's a
have
diff-
turned up
There you go.
3.
There's a difference. Sometimes just let them be themselves. Let them can fight it out themselves. Aye, don't take me back there.
Okay,
Let's move on.
Dundee take that bad defeat. Hibs looked good against Hearts last night. That battle for 6th spot. Who do you know make favourites for that? I think Hibs have
Hibs.
improved since the players have came in.
I said
Because
I was
it
on
changed
last
the
night. I
system
said
we talked
Motherwell,
about.
but Hibs are favourites for it.
System, innit?
Aye.
They've changed it.
So what has he changed?
He's
Went away
extra
for
man
4
midfield.
for 2
midfield,
extra
because
man
they two are good football players, but they don't get legs
not.
to get about and combat a 3 midfield. So he's matched up in there. He's got Boyle back. I still worry about them defensively. I think they're poor at the back. But every team I watched last night are.
But I think if they get, I think they do need to get better at the back. But because they've got a better balance in midfield and they've got the threat, the boy Malida's.
He's a
I think
good player, mate,
I think
isn't
he's very good. They've got enough to hurt teams going forward with that wee bit of extra security at the back. But still obviously they need to get better at playing the ball out and trying to play through the lines if that's what they want to do. But they definitely look much better.
Going more direct. So has he, just changed formation, but has he also changed his
I never seen the game. I never seen. So
just
I don't know.
Just a straight kick. Marshy kicks it to the right wing, didn't he? And Boyle runs through.
Forget all that. What? Talk me through the penalty kick. Ferguson.
That's not a penalty.
Talk me through the penalty.
It's not even a foul.
He goes on and has a look at it. VAR's told him.
So,
obvious mistake. Go on and have a look at it, and he still sticks by his decision.
That's what's scary.
So he obviously thinks there's contact on the second foot cut, but it's nowhere near.
There is contact.
That's what I'm saying, but it's
like
not enough
coming
contact,
together.
is
It's not really a challenge, and Vargas just throws himself at the ground.
Oh, why? He's just.
He's has to go to the monitor for a reason, because they know upstairs or wherever they're sitting, they know it's not a penalty. It's clearly not a penalty. And how he doesn't change.
It was nice of VAR to look at it though, wasn't it?
Oh, aye. But you talk about as regards to the county one as well. Aye, scary. what goes on at times, but it's never. It's not even a foul. It's a contact sport. There's going to be wee coming togethers.
You played in an Edinburgh derby, must have been.
Well, a few never lost one.
Did you know?
No. 3 years.
I was thinking about that. You played with Hearts.
I loved them.
Because everybody that was feeling that Rangers went to Hearts now.
That's right.
That used to be doing that, mate.
I get into trouble for us because
everybody did.
Rangers reserves.
Oh yes, I've seen them. Get them out here.
But that's part of the reason I went to Hearts, because there was a lot of the guys that were still there.
Did you take a wage drop? You got Hearts, sir?
No, not Wallace, by the way. That's the thing. See the chairman at the time, and he wasn't well liked.
Oh mate, any napkins?
See Wallace Mercer, he was brilliant.
Oh my God,
brilliant. See with bonuses.
See a wee bit more sauce
I
in
made
there.
more money at Hearts than I did at Rangers.
Did you, mate?
Wallace Mercer was brilliant.
But so your basic wage wasn't as much, but bonuses.
Wallace Mercer was top drawer. There you go. A lot of people don't like Wallace Mercer even at that time. But the only thing that I didn't like about him, he was trying to
still
get me
a boiled egg.
Oh,
that wasn't going to happen.
We need water.
40-minute drive, innit?
I am.
Right,
so what's happening here? What, did we stop? Did we?
Going to do the job, innit?
Been sitting there for about 40 minutes.
I was
thinking Right, come on. Let's get this done.
I'm a bit worried about this. Oh no, that's too big.
Stick your fingers out on them so far you can.
Pick an arc up.
Do you want to lick his as well?
Oh mate.
You're going to be.
This will tell me a lot about you in the bedroom, how you eat this. You're terrible.
He's no breaking, he's fast. That man's an absolute athlete.
He's a monk, isn't he?
Look.
He's a monk.
I'm going to be sick.
So you've not even hit it yet, come on.
Just think about boiled eggs. That could be.
Imagine a wee boiled egg on the side of that. A wee boiled egg chaser.
They look tremendous, didn't they? They top drawer.
You having one there? Will we be team players?
No. I'm the team player.
Please help yourself, boys.
Too early now. Do you know something? I'm not even hungry.
I'm
not hot.
Oh, they are hot.
Really?
I've not decided yet.
Smell great, but not for me.
If I get the one he used to get, with no spice, and you picked the wrong one up.
Nice.
I'm no good with him.
What, she's got that?
Who's that?
It's something wrong with my stomach. What, a vodka? I was going to get another. He's taking out the bottle and everything.
Aye, that was for oils, but it's fine, you just batter in.
What's that cream? Where's he pulled that there? Do you keep that in your green day bag?
Green day bag. It's a slow burner, but it's no.
Do you always
I've got ulcers in my mouth as well, mate.
What's that there?
I don't know. Bad toothpaste.
Do you always lick your fingers after everything you do?
No. No. Always clean my hands. Very hygienic.
Right, you ready for this? Aberdeen. I don't know, you might disagree with me, right? I said on the podcast this Monday, I think Aberdeen could be dragged into the relegation battle. Yes or no?
No.
Based on what? He's not won a game.
Based on the group of players that are, they should never be anywhere near that. But you never know. You just never know. They shouldn't be.
Dundee United had a similar group of players last year, didn't they?
But they were struggling early. What it actually puts me in mind is Hibs. Right, 3 years ago.
Is that when Hamilton put them down?
Where I think so, and everybody's like, no, they're too good to go down. They won't be down there. There's worse teams in them. It puts me in mind of that a wee bit. But I do think that they do have enough. They do have enough to clearly they have enough, man. They
The
should
only
be
thing
much
is-
higher
Wait,
up.
was she-
What a start that was, I heard. They've won 3 games at Pittodrie.
It's scary. 6 games all season.
Everybody used to say,
That's relegation form.
that's the hardest place to go.
Aye.
Tynecastle, Pittodrie.
And I think you were going to touch on Warnock, weren't you, last week? You're not really having him. I think clearly that was a mistake bringing him in. I thought you need to get the manager you want for long term. You need to get him in, get the feet under the table, and give him time to make certain decisions, own players. Now what they're going to do? Wait till the summer, and then it's like kind of the guy comes in and time's against them.
It's to give them time to get who they wanted in.
Warnock would
That
have
should
been
be
better
happening right now.
He'd have been better doing in Dunoon in that Rangers supporters club, wouldn't he?
Is there a case that they'll get rid of him before the start of the season? No, that's actually alright. That's actually alright. Is there a case that they might get rid of him before the end of the season?
No.
I think.
But if
See,
what if he keeps losing games of football? They'll just continue. Stick with him.
I don't think they can change the manager again.
no, but see if they're obviously brought him in to take them at the end of the season, thinking that he'll get them into top 6 and potentially a European spot. But whilst he's in, they're going to have to. They should be looking at who they're bringing in the summer, who their next permanent manager is going to be. If they've just brought him in to then start looking in the summer, then come on. That's not
good
right.
management.
So
That's
you
not
think,
good management.
you think they've got a manager in mind that they might remove Warnock, say at the split, and bring the manager that they've taken time?
If they've no,
Earlier the better,
they should have a list of people they want to bring in, and if they make that, it might just mean that they have to make a quicker decision on who they want. But if they've identified somebody and you're building for the future, then why
See, if
not?
they have identified Faddy, why would they not just get him in right now?
Because I think they've brought Neil Warnock in to buy themselves a bit of time to go through the process as good as they can and make sure, because he'll maybe feel that he's made bad choices, Dave Cormack, and maybe feels that he needs more time to go through it. I don't know why.
But see if they have went through that process
I know.
now and they're now at a stage where they know who they're going to get, would you not just go and get him right now?
Aye, and I think he needs. That's what I'm saying. He needs to get his foot under the table. He needs to be in there right now.
Because
I think you can let Warnock go at the minute. I
losing games of football, you're gonna
I'll
get
be honest
sacked.
with you. When Warnock come up and it was like kind of, they were all thinking it was box office, but see when he says, "Oh, I'm
They were
up
good
here
that
for a,"
day.
it's if he was up for a jolly.
That's what it seems
You're
like.
not up for it. This is Aberdeen Football Club.
Well, this is it. Keep going. Keep
No,
going.
but because they should be. What are they behind Hearts? 25 points. That's incredible. So is it? I
St
don't know.
Johnson only 4 points off them.
And see last night,
Johnson 11
I'd watched.
points, mate.
I had watched St Johnson.
Sorry, Ross County in the second
I'd watched
bottom
St Johnson at the weekend, Chai, and they offered they offered
you said
nothing
that.
against St Mirren. So I thought there was only one winner last night. I thought it was going to be Aberdeen. I think he's lost that dressing room as well, because he's come out and and criticised him in terms of saying, they're all too nice.
Soft.
Would you like to be described as that as a player?
I think you wouldn't mind.
No.
You wouldn't mind.
They've no reacted to it.
Well,
He's
you'd
no
have a
good
reaction
player.
if it was your permanent
The
manager,
reaction's no there.
and you were thinking, "Well, I want to stay here. I need to do something different." They know he's leaving.
Have you heard the wee story that's going about the rounds up there?
Come on, gaze it.
One.
That he pull a player in?
No.
Apparently this is right. I don't like talking about ex-managers because I've been there myself. It's hard work, but apparently he's pulled one of the players and he was like, "Listen, I like what you bring to the team and all that." He says, "I'm a big fan. I've got to build my team around about you." It wasn't even a fucking player. It was a wrong player. He hadn't even played with the first team.
Jim Leighton, he was talking.
Degree. Willie Miller.
Willie Miller.
I like the way you're defending.
See, on that, did you ever hear an interim manager when you were playing?
I'm trying to think.
No.
I think so.
I never.
Nah.
No, I don't think I.
Is it a bit like a supply teacher coming in?
Aye,
It's
that's
weird
exactly
because
it.
it's an
And they're not
interim
responding.
manager,
Being
but it's not really. He's permanent until the end of the season.
He's
no
But-
taking it for a set amount of games with a view of
Somebody
potentially
coming
getting a job.
Uh-huh.
So it's I don't know. It's just like.
But that's how
it's
he's
just
not
not
getting a
worked, is it?
reaction. No, it's no work because they know he's up here for a so-called jolly. He's up to enjoy himself and all that. I don't think that was the right message he sent out right away as well. And I think if you look at the methods that have worked for him in the past, It's not happening there. They're all the ship, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
There's no a clear way of playing. It looks as if they've just resorted, and I'm only going with the highlights and listening to some of the Aberdeen supporters, but it just looks like
I'm
Gave me off
surprised.
4 days off last week, didn't he? Go away.
Yeah, what gave them?
4
4 days off. He went back down. But see, at the end of the day,
If you're winning, it works. If you're losing, it doesn't.
Right,
You don't-
nobody's bothering about that. The only surprise, look, there's no doubt the guy's had some career as a manager,
Aye,
right?
don't
You
deny
can't. It's very hard to sit here, and well, it's very easy to sit and knock somebody that is not producing the goods. And I thought my surprise with I thought he would have been harder to beat.
Aye.
I look at Aberdeen, look at the goals they're shipping, especially Pittodrie. You know what I mean? St Johnstone got there and scored 2 the other night. You've got
Motherwell 3 up in the first half.
3 up in the first half.
And he slaughtered them against Kilmarnock. He says they get bullied against Kilmarnock. 2 sort eye. And like he only mentioned what was it, Shinnie? It's as if he's only
like
giving him
Shinnie,
pass
didn't he?
marks. I'd put Shinnie in charge of him.
Is it a credit to our
Well,
game,
man.
though, that a guy like him who has been quite successful down in England has came up and struggled?
A difficult one, that,
Aye.
because it's the players, but he's quick to. I think he's been quite quick to lay blame at the players. Just saying.
Well, he said Miofsky's the best striker he's ever worked with.
He said that initially, but
Right away.
and the way he's gone,
There's a few clubs in the good.
And that's his teams. His teams are always
So see how
good strikers.
you can see him turning this round. You can see him starting to pick up wins.
Shite.
very
I
difficult.
wouldn't be surprised because his track record suggests he gets results, but he's not getting results at the minute. Turn it round is what? So now we talk about to keep Aberdeen up. Well, there's a problem itself. Aberdeen should be up fighting for third,
Aye, easy.
and they should be
with
at
that
least
group.
at this. Even with the games left, you've now actually no put them in the conversation for top 6.
But you can't.
There's
They're
still games
5
to play.
points off top 6.
I know, but we're
Right.
still not talking about it.
Our league is bonkers for me. You look at our Motherwell, September, they beat Livy, bottom of the table twice. Ross County, 3 points off top 6. 3 points off top 6. And you could easily, Motherwell could easily, because I think Motherwell get real.
They went 15 games without a win.
Got to, Blair Spittle's goal last night.
What
Wow.
a goal.
By the way, what's
He's left foot.
What's
By the
That's
way,
his weak foot in it.
They should have a
Unbelievable.
montage of his goals.
Aye.
what a
Some of the
season
goals
he's
have been
having, isn't he?
absolutely top draw. See when that
That'll be the end
Aberdeen,
of the season awards for Motherwell.
Aye.
Just be goal of the season. Every one of Blair Spittle's
see
goals.
with Aberdeen thing, that's the very least. The very least they should be is top 6. But the galling thing for me is to be 25 points behind Hearts. They should be in third spot, in my opinion, with that group, and they've not the right guidance. And I don't think the manager that's come in, I don't think he's helped the cause whatsoever.
Talking about Motherwell, that 7 points clear now. Livy, 7 points adrift, sorry.
I told you.
You said they're away.
I told you.
It does look like it now, doesn't it?
Aye. Livy, I like wee Davy, but he changes his tune all the time and he's trying to do everything he possibly can. If there were any hope it was at Livingston, they could pick up what in the road was a wee bonus, but they're always conceding goals. They don't look.
It's no. You look at Livy. Early years, hard to play against, hard to score against. Now they can't defend their box. They can't. And it's look. They're saying they're good goals, and Blair Spittle's a great finishing. But when the ball comes into the box, they can't defend it, and that's no Livingston. So
They look like their heads were. I watched a bit of the game, man, and I looked. Especially
first half they were good.
Motherwell went 3-1. Their heads, which you can understand. It's amazing how football turns quickly, right? Because before Clement come in, there was people actually talking about Davy for a Rangers job. You know what I mean? So it changes very quick. But I'll tell you what, it was a massive result for Motherwell because they got Ibrox at the weekend. And we're not really, well, apart from Faddy, we're no fancying them to get anything.
But after that, they've got a good run of fixtures because that's how they've now played Celtic, Aberdeen, Hearts, and then Rangers.
Well, they've had a tough run.
Yeah.
But it'd be amazing if they, imagine them getting in the top 6.
Oh, aye. They're
Frightening.
brilliant.
Can they get Faddy?
I think it's going to be tough. They've got. I think Hibs are favourites for it. They've got decent fixtures, but they can do it if they can play like they did in the second half. And actually, they looked better defensively in the second half. The goal they concede, it's another poor goal to concede. It's good for Livy, but the decision making at times, you just looking at it thinking, what are you actually doing? Dan Casey last night sees the run in Mackay at the start, then just squares off and doesn't go to the ball, drop, nothing, and then the recovery's no great either. But look, if they can get a wee bit of confidence, they could, because they're a good team, they're well organised, they've got a right good balance throughout their team. I talked about Blair Spittle, Theo Bear's been excellent. Young Lennon Miller last night, just playing midfield, he just looks so comfortable. So comfortable on the ball, he's never flustered. And I think that they have got a chance. Going back to Livy were 2-0 down at the weekend against Ross County, they come back to 2 each. And they look like they could actually go on and win the game. Yeah. They end up losing it. They go 1-0 up last night, and then they end up losing it. It's moments in games that are costing them. I think it's going to be difficult.
And the 3 points they did pick up recently against St Mirren, they were really fortunate.
They got battered, didn't they?
They were not battered, but they weren't the best. St Mirren were the better side. St Mirren had a couple of big opportunities. St Mirren should have won that game. So I just think it's overall that just a lack of quality.
I'm not confident in my prediction. Forget them. I'll eat a boil.
Oh, come on, Livy!
A bowl of boiled eggs.
No, a bowl.
Right.
One
tall boiled egg. Boiled egg.
Yeah. I'll eat Davy's head.
Right. So,
what about the battle for that second spot? Is it between Ross County and St Johnstone, or I've said Aberdeen, but who do you make favourites out of that between Ross County? Ross County are picking up points now, aren't they?
If before last night I'd have said St Johnstone favourites to finish 11th.
Mm-hmm.
But they go and get that.
He went and played 3 strikers. So Nicky Clark, I think, makes a massive difference because he's
a wee bit
intelligent.
deeper on Saturday, so he did.
He's
got to get
score goals, and he's good at playing with other strikers because he's clever. He'll know if one drops where to be, and a bit old school, a bit old fashioned.
Do you think he got caught up with the chance that come over? He tried
to chest it in, didn't it?
It's an awkward, isn't it? You can't go with your thigh, your head. It's just an awkward.
I think that's a diving header.
It's just hard to improvise.
But I tell you what, good penalty.
Yeah.
He's a good player, and he's come back for a leg break as well.
They need
so he's at that age. So he's done. Well, we all know he's a good player, he's a good finisher, and keep him fit. You've got a good chance.
Did you play with Joma?
Sandy. Oh God, Sandy. He put his shell about Sandy. He was
here.
Sandy. I played with Sandy.
Was he hard?
Hard as
fuck, was he?
Oh yeah, aye. He put it about. You wouldn't mess with Sandy.
Did he?
Aye. Sandy could battle his corner and all.
It's the centre forward?
Aye. Aye. A good player. Where did he come? Down south.
He played with Rangers, Sandy Clark?
Aye.
That's the Rangers he played with Sandy, and then he went to Airdrie as well, innit? But him and Coisty up top were different class. Sandy was brilliant for Coisty. I like Coisty to get. He was a battering ram and all. He could score and all. He could finish, but he had that physicality. I like Coisty to get in.
Good player. I played a few times.
Aye, Sandy Clark's a good player.
Ross County,
top guy.
The St Mirren. Let's talk about the penalty. He said you were ready.
I love that. Not the greatest of spectacles. That is a massive.
How would you describe it? If somebody says to you, go and write in a picture for that game, what would you have said?
Terrible. That's it, just terrible.
What made it so bad? Was it just...
Quality was poor. St Mirren, it's no like them. They couldn't string
you look
four or 5 passes again.
You and Boydie look fed up.
It was a terrible game of football.
I know.
Terrible game. Terrible game.
It's as if you'd travelled all that way and you were just...
Aye, it was just St Mirren are way below the levels they normally are. They're normally brilliant, energy, get the ball forward and get crosses into the box. Tanzer, whose delivery is excellent, couldn't find a man, couldn't get it under control to get a cross in. And it's you're not going, he's a bad player. It was just one of the nights, but they all had them. They all Alec Gogic through the goal. He's been unbelievable for St Mirren, and the short back pass, but the first pass it comes, another reliable Marcus Fraser fucking scoops it into the air. He brings it down, plays it slow, then the goalie comes out and just lies down and just lets him go back.
Did you see it? Aye.
Aye. Trying to Rothstein in that 1-bedroom hotel.
Oh aye.
No, they travelled up in the day. They travelled up in the
bed.
But they got a result, and the handball was.
And the VAR never looked at that.
Oh, by the way, she get back to handball. Rangers had 2 handballs that should have been given as a penalty last night. How VAR doesn't pick up
What, Stuart Finlay, do you think?
Last night, aye, 2 clear. The one that Dezers cuts back, where he shouldn't have cut back, she just hit it. The ball bounces up, hits his hand. That's a penalty kick in this day and age. And then the next one, there's a cross faddy. The ball's coming in, hits the hand, the ball changes direction, might be going to a Rangers player. There's 2 penalty kicks.
Is it-
So they
is
missed
it
that.
Lundstrom's a penalty then.
It's out
Penalty,
there.
It's a penalty.
I thought clear penalties.
Do you think?
Yep. If you're going to give the penalty against Rangers, where he jumps up and it hits him, then his arm goes out, then they 2 are clear penalties. So it's again, you know, you look for.
At least they would have checked it once. They
They
never even bothered
checked
checking
the
St Mirren one.
Desert's one, which is
dunno.
quite incredible.
Yeah.
And then they checked the one that you're saying the hands down there, but the ball changes direction. So I don't know what's
Are you
going
getting
on.
Kilmarnock's penalty? Lundstrom getting that.
In this day and age, I can see why it's been given. So if you're given that, then Rangers should have had 2 penalties. And that's the inconsistency.
You think
It's
Finlay's a
incredible.
penalty?
No.
I do.
Why? Just because he doesn't know where the ball is?
I don't think.
Basically,
I,
doesn't
I think he's
because
hand-
you're talking
I think
about
his hand-
people go up with their hands, like you're talking about. Does he mean that? The Ross County? He doesn't mean it, but it hits his hand. It's a penalty kick.
But if it's
But
up
his
there,
hands
that's
up there,
unnatural.
Finlay's kind of
down there.
defending.
But it's down there, it changes direction. So Rangers don't get the advantage of the ball going to a player. It's a penalty kick. The other one's a penalty. They're 2 penalty kicks.
Nah.
That is,
I've not seen it, so I can't. But I've seen
If
it.
you're going to give penalties for some of the other ones, we've seen, what was the other one we saw last night? The boy doesn't know where it is. The hands up and it hits him.
it's a penalty.
Doesn't even know. He's.
He's making his
it's a
body
penalty.
bigger, isn't he?
Do you think Lundstrom's is a penalty?
I thought it was a bit harsh, but when I seen it, I thought it was.
Oh, it's no. Well, if you're going to give that, you need to give the other 2. Simple as.
I don't think Finn.
Consistent, be consistent.
But
In the
the
90
Lundstrom
minutes
is
of
the same situation as
see the
Finlay.
90 minutes of the game, if you're going to give a penalty for that, then the other 2 are penalties. Just my opinion.
But if it changes direction, I've not seen it. But if it's a
And it's going to
natural
a player.
position, it doesn't matter. If it's natural
It's there.
position, I've not
It's
seen
no as
it.
blatant. It's no as blatant.
It started there. It's slowly getting higher.
It's no as
It was
blatant
actually like that.
as the Devlin one. But it's still a handball. Still a handball.
Right, Cooper, start
Yeah,
again.
but you need to talk about that St Mirren one. You can't just breeze out it because
You're not happy with that?
Oh no, what's your thoughts
It's a
on it? You
disgrace.
said it wasn't
But
checked.
I've never seen it.
This
Never
handball you're
looked at
talking.
it. Aye. It didn't
I
look
think
at
that's a shocker or not.
it. Everybody's moaning about VAR. The clubs have paid a fortune for it, and they don't check it.
And that's just why I'm saying about Deserts last night. They at least check it. Let the referee go and have a look at it, and then if he thinks,
Well,
if he thinks like you, it's not a penalty. Well,
The thing is
yeah,
now, but up until that game, there was a. If anything happened, people would say, "Oh, they'll need to check that," and everybody go, "But they check everything." Of course they do. No, you can't say that because they don't check everything. They
So
missed-
who
they
should
missed
be
a
held
button handball.
accountable for this?
The VAR.
The guy that was doing
Aye.
VAR that night?
Aye. The guy that was on VAR.
Should they be coming out and explaining why they're not checking things like this?
Aye.
should know, aye, because that's what.
But there was one.
Incredible.
You mind the McCausland one at Livingston where he dived?
Dived, yeah.
Well, they showed you 2 angles of it, and you couldn't really tell. It looked like there was a wee bit of contact, and the VAR goes, "Aye, contact, penalty," and then it comes to the next angle, and you can see it for the side that it goes down before. I don't think there's any contact, but it goes down before, so it shouldn't have been given. And they says, "Oh, they're advised to look at least 2 angles," and no, but they should look at them all. And I think they checked for the shirt pull in the Ross County one.
Yeah.
And then the first 2 angles, you couldn't really see the humble. The third one you could, so they never even checked it. And I think they're trying to make decisions too quick, rather than make the right decision, because everybody's moaning about how long
value
it
for
takes.
money.
Oh, really? Do you think that's what they're doing?
I think that's
What
what
they
they're
did,
doing.
fuck, sorry.
I think they're trying to make a quick decision, rather than get the right one,
right.
because everybody's moaning about,
The time.
oh, look how long it's taking.
Aye.
But see if you get the decision right, it doesn't matter how long it takes. I know fans it's their experience, but they'll no moan if they get the decision right, will they?
No.
But it's not very.
Oh, it was a
not
penalty.
very hard, isn't it? No, quite an easy
Yeah.
decision to get.
Penalty kick for you, Phil.
Mad at a ref. Was it, where's the ref standing when that guy sticks his hands up and handles the ball?
I know, but see, because they were
clear view.
He's watching.
I
for
couldn't
goals.
see it in the first. It was at like the third camera angle.
Oh, was
You're
it
looking,
right?
going, that's it.
But
It's
that's
on.
how VAR does, you say, go in there and have a look at that, and then you give a penalty.
Before we go into Cooper, what he's doing for the rest of the day?
5 asides.
How long did that for now?
Aye. Well, 6 asides.
Is that the Rook and Glen?
Over the season?
No, it's different people every game.
That Rook and Glen?
Aye.
Who's
Did you used to play in that?
Mate, I would never play football as long as I live. fucking hate it.
You get a wee bum though.
I've been asked.
pay you.
He gets a wee bun in.
They
Oh,
pay
bun.
you.
I thought he says bun.
You get
What do you?
Aye.
I'll get my sambas out.
No,
Get my
you-
sambas out. Sexy.
Who's gave the best performance of the season so far? Individual performance.
don't know.
Big Charlie.
Don't know. Charlie's just covers every, because it's a 5-a-side pitch or 6-a-side. Charlie can touch both
And how
sides
are
at
you?
the same time.
And how are you tomorrow morning?
I've actually been alright. The last few weeks I've managed to play twice a week. I've actually been alright.
That'd be good.
I'm feeling,
I wish I could.
better.
He's doing warm-ups in it.
Aye,
Some boys do
Used
a
to
warm-up,
play.
but
I used to play
I
a time, but I'm
warm up as I go. There it's there. Just had a hot one. In fact, what I'll need to have another one next week. If I have a good game today, I'll need to have another one.
Do you get angry when you get beat out, or are you alright?
I don't moan. I don't argue.
I don't
Okay.
believe
I
you.
honestly don't.
I don't. No way.
I don't. I just go to have fun. Just go and play for a laugh.
Do you pick? As in, somebody's a last pick.
Aye, brutal.
Oh, frightening.
Aye.
Seriously?
Aye.
That'd be me. I'd be fucking.
Did you do that with your players? Pick teams?
Oh, aye. I want to see who
they thought was
they were
shite.
shite.
Aye.
What about you, Dale? What
Then
you
I
do?
left them out on a Saturday.
Aye.
Don't blame me, blame them.
Well, I can't do it. I can't run about anymore. So I'm going to the gym for a wee bit, then get my granddaughter for school.
What's your workout at the gym? Show us. Come on, what do you do?
Mate, no, I'm doing more weights now.
Walking on your hands.
And then next week I'm getting on the bag. I'm going to start getting
Ball
into
bag or the-
boxing. Aye, every bag it's going.
See me, Ferry, you've got some size of horns.
Hasn't he? He's got big fucking
I can
hands.
sit and walk.
No, I'm
like-
going to start getting into that. So it's like most football players used to do that. It gets to about March, you find them on the gym, they ain't they on the weights and
Get
all
the
that.
beach body.
Summer.
Getting the beach body. So I'm ready.
Aye.
But I want to get back on the bag, hit the bag again.
What gym do you go to?
No, it's up at my mum and dad in the garage. My dad's
Like a prison gym.
he's got it sorted. He's got it sorted.
Rocket.
Do you
Rocket.
care?
Very old school.
My dad's training me, isn't he?
He Mickey. Dad's he Mickey. Isn't he? Rocket.
Aye.
So what are we talking? Bench press.
Aye, just
What are you benching, bro?
I'm not into heavy weights, not just. But I like it. See, I love cardio. I love getting a sweat on it, but I can't do that as much with my knee near a kin.
What do you bike?
Aye, the bike. I love the rowing
Bike's
machine.
boring.
Rowing machine.
Nah, see when you go, I used to go 50,
Yeah.
60 mile on the bike. It was the best, oh mate, it was the best
Yeah, I like
thing in
it,
the
that
world.
one.
Loved it.
Taking your life into
Cycling
Loved it. I was right into it, just on the bike. A lot
You
of,
must have the close shaves with the motors and all that. Motor.
Oh, and right there,
I was going to
right
say,
there one, huh?
Where are your handlebars?
Mate, no, the funniest bit about it.
in his chopper down the road.
Aye, the first time I went out, I started getting used to it, and then I went out with wee Billy Davis and me Spenny and all that. Spenny's the funniest boy in the world, right? I've got to say.
Who's that? John Spencer?
Oh, funniest
He was
boy
going
in
to
the
batter
world.
me at a
He's
game
the
once.
funniest boy in the
Was
world.
it bad?
I never realised it was him. I was getting him dogs, and he was going to. He came here for us. I shit myself, man.
Who,
It's
he's
John
Spenny?
Spencer.
Ah, he's great boy. So anyway, they got me into it, and then they said, look, you need to clip in. And I was like, no, I'm a bit scary of that. So basically clip in, your 2 feet are in, right? You get you're no moving, but it gives you more power, especially when you've got my thing. So my first day, I'm thinking, right, brilliant, I'll clip in, but need to watch. The minute I come up, make sure you clip out, you go to your side, you stand, you go away again, clip in. Mate, honestly, I'll never forget it. Comes up to straight traffic lights and the motors and all that, right? Pulls the brake, I'm sitting there next minute, right? But the worst it was, a couple of guys had sort of clocked us, right? Because Spenny and all that was there. I'm lying in the side of the fucking pavement, sparkle, can't get out, right? It was a typical Glasgow banter. The boys have got the window, yeah, what? Oh, honestly, it was frightening. I thought I'll never forget to clip out, but it's brilliant.
So do you still do this thing, or is that you're wrapped it?
I've not done it for a while, but I love it. I'll go back in it in the
The
summer.
only thing about cycling, Tommy, is you do fucking about an hour and you've burnt 100 calories.
Ach, no, you can go.
Do you know what I mean?
See, I like these circuits, no, it's here talking, but I like doing circuits. All
That high
sort
rocks,
of
mate, you
stuff.
need to get into that. It's addictive, man.
The
You run. I'm doing a
See, I can't
I'm doing a
run,
self-made.
innit?
No, I'm
See,
doing a self-made high rocks. Del Lyle's competing in it.
Big jigs thing.
Is he doing it as well? Big jig? Yeah, I can imagine he's good at it.
Which
You
one?
run a K back,
Right.
you'll do an exercise, it's a certain amount of metres, and then you do a K again, 8 times you do it. It's
See, I would
fucking-
enjoy that in the day when I could run.
Aye.
My running days are over.
What about you,
So
dad's
am I.
rest of the day?
Even with the fives,
I'm going straight to the gym.
You going to sit? You going to his dad's gym as
No,
well?
the
Imagine
gas
you two with the vests on. They two squatting each other in the gym.
I'll give you a stretch. Big Archie got that
By the
here.
way,
Rabsy Nisbet and James
it's changed
Cotter.
days, innit? We're talking about going to gyms and that.
I know, what's up?
We should be going like that. We
You
should
used to be a
going
laugh, man. You used to go to the pub.
Go for a couple of beers, innit?
Go to the gym. I'm going gym and then into the chamber for a 4-minute free.
He's invited me into the chamber.
Oh, take him in. I'm desperate to get him in.
Just the two of yous.
You can get in. It's a two
Quite
ball
worried.
job.
What, with your shorts on?
Just shorts and you get the gloves and the earmuffs and away you go, mask.
I need to work my way up to that. I think
You don't, you're just in.
I
Wash
just
my
go into
face
that.
with cold water, then
I
go
think
to...
you'd be fine.
Think so?
Oh, it's cold.
I think
don't
it'd
get
be
me
easier
wrong,
than
it's
doing a
cold.
nice bath.
Nah, I don't fancy
I'd
it.
rather do that than do the...
Definitely.
100%.
What about food for the rest of the day? What you eat?
Well, I'm full up now after that. I'll probably have something 4 o'clock.
What you hear?
A bit of pasta or something, and that'll do me.
Tuna pasta?
No, I don't have tuna pasta, no.
What's in it, like chicken or something?
Chicken and tomatoes.
Hot or cold? Like a cold pasta?
Oh, hot.
Loves this, don't they?
Aye.
What about you for the rest of the day? What you
Do
think?
you just get inspiration or is it you just...
I'm obsessed with food.
Yeah.
Just
I
in
just
the-
wait to see
I
what my
don't know what I'm
missus
having yet.
produces. So hopefully it'll be something. I had my wee what I
Wee
wanted
scummy
last
tea
night.
last night,
Aye, which I like every now and again. I
Do you
need
eat biscuits after your tea?
That. I love biscuits. That's my downfall. Biscuits, cup of tea and biscuits.
What's it? Do you eat your dinner and then give yourself like a couple of hours then biscuits? or
No,
is it
I give
dinner
myself
straight
a
into
couple of
biscuit?
minutes. Couple
You're
of
straight
minutes.
into biscuits,
aye,
that's an animal, mate.
I
Is it
love my
dippers?
biscuit.
Is it dip in the...
No,
This
I'm
is
not
not
a
hang.
dipper.
There's no way
No.
you need 2 biscuits after you've just ate that fucking
It
size
can
of
be-
plate of
it
food.
can be. I know you don't need it, but it's just because it's like
Just to get
like
a wee
your
bit of
sweet-
sweetness in your mouth, innit?
Would you rather wait till like 7 and then go for it? I'm going to have a couple of biscuits now.
There's no... I'll tell you what, see if I have a cup of tea, there's no way I'm only having a couple of biscuits.
aye, you need more.
What, you
Than
do the
what
full
do you mean?
bag?
Four.
Easy.
Four. It's
I'd take that.
4 minimum.
Half a packet.
Hey, what?
Do you every time you hit a cup of tea?
Digestives, hobnobs, anything.
Aye.
Half a packet.
Easy.
Could you never have a cup of tea without a biscuit?
Aye, I would
And
it
how's
would
it?
be easier for me to have
Aye, but
no biscuits than
Then what?
two.
it's the whole experience. It's got to
And
be in
not
the
even
biscuit.
bite, just right in. Not even a bite.
My
just straight in the
favourite,
gob.
my favourite with a cup of tea is a caramel wafer.
Oh, nice.
It's beautiful, man. And you're not having one. You could have 4.
What,
easy.
4
No,
carrots? No, that's
yeah.
too far.
You could. I'm saying I don't.
What's the mixture of you
Two.
two yourself have you ever ate a full, how many packs do you get in a packet?
I tell you what, the boys do that. The boys can have a cup of tea and just eat a full packet.
Full
of
packet digestive, chocolate digestive.
Oh,
Easy.
but
Do
Roscoe
that
does
A
that.
full packet.
Easy.
Aye, Ross does that. He does that.
Easy.
No problem at all.
After your dinner?
Aye, darn I know, to be fair to him. The two of them, full packet of biscuits. Boof.
I hope
Course
they
you
enjoy their
afford it.
diabetes and their fucking 38.
Oh, aye. They're up all night. I'm
It's
a
just, I
rice
think,
cake,
Every in
man.
moderation, that.
It's just the way you're brought up. I was brought
I
up.
drink every night.
I know,
You
aye.
wonder if you
Exactly.
want it.
You still have
I
it?
had an organic Prosecco last night, mate. You need to get it. Not a hangover this morning. Bottle of organic Prosecco, a few fucking $1 million.
Prosecco, mate.
Beautiful, mate.
Is it?
Oh, beautiful. Love it.
Right,
But
can we
you
go-
haven't eaten
Just one bowl.
Then
I go to the
I'm
gym?
going to Cholinos to get a takeaway pasta. No, do you know what I'm going to get? I'm going to get a chicken and mushroom risotto.
Oh,
Right.
like this
Beautiful,
risotto.
mate.
Like a wee seafood risotto.
Do you know what I love a risotto? Creamy risotto. And there's a chips and it's all together, creamy with the chips.
In it?
Look, he's like,
Oh,
getting
I
a
know,
boner.
together.
I know.
Sacrilege, man.
But
He's getting excited.
Risotto.
Our Lewis is like, he gets excited about food.
Oh, well.
About, do you or not?
I'd rather talk about food than football, mate.
Aye, it shows.
Chips.
Chippy'd be my last option for a takeaway.
No.
Went to Delhi Darbar last week, you been there?
Yeah, that's where I used to stay.
Oh, so it was, it's nice, eh?
Aye.
Chicken tikka.
Never been there. Chicken tikka. I'm not a big carry-out fan.
Never?
I'll probably have an Indian 2 in a year, Chinese 3.
So what do you do on a Saturday night, you maniac?
Chippy and all that, I don't.
Didn't tell me you cook on a Saturday night, one of them.
I do, I cook, I'm no bad.
I loved
know
a
what.
pizza.
And
on
I've got my
Saturday night.
sister.
Pizza and a bottle of red.
My sister will
Used
make
to
up
be,
5 days
but I've
dinner
not been-
for me. And the fill it out.
Your sister?
Mary's wheels.
Oh, my sister.
Meals,
great.
Mary's
Oh, meals
Is it
and
nice,
wheels.
like?
No, dog.
You talking about your sister?
Meals and wheels.
Quite scary, by the way.
What's that?
Double. It looks so aye.
Is it?
It's just Dad's with long hair.
No, it's no.
Aye, it is.
Can't shut up. Can't imitate.
Actually-
Fucking hell, man.
Actually,
Right, it's good for one of yous.
Right, ready for the cooking?
Right, on you go.
Right, remember this is a fresh start, alright?
Right.
Don't want to be doing that again. We need to make that hotter, I think, for next time.
That wasn't hot.
It wasn't hot enough. Right. Anyone that fancies a score, just say straight away. Hibs versus Ross County. Hibs.
Hibs.
Dundee Kilmarnock. Draw.
Oh, I'm going Kelly. There'll be a reaction for Dundee, but Kelly.
They've been draws the last few, haven't they? I'll go a draw.
Dundee.
Wow.
Because you'll be maybe a reaction. That's not.
At Dens. St Mirren versus Aberdeen.
We're getting up, man.
Draw. I'm
No,
going
St
draw.
Mirren. St Mirren.
I'm going draw. I've watched St Mirren.
Paddy, where you going?
I'll go a draw as well. St Mirren. No, I'll go
be
St
tight.
Mirren. Go St Mirren.
That sounds like your bedroom floor.
Last night. I'm going to go. I was going to go Aberdeen, but they're hopeless. I'll go draw.
Alright. St Johnstone versus Livingston. I'll go.
I don't know.
Draw for me.
Home win for me.
I'll go St Johnstone.
Aye. After that, I mean, they were poor against St Mirren, but aye, I'll go St Johnstone at home.
Rangers versus Motherwell. Rangers.
Paddy.
I know.
I'm going to draw.
Aye.
Aye.
That's definitely no me. It's lasted too long.
You're on seconds, aren't you?
That was cool. Hold on a minute. I've not been
You're putting in that performance. You're standing up and clapping after it,
Oh,
ain't you?
mate, honestly, so she.
Rangers, because Motherwell don't defend well enough.
You can't go Motherwell.
I'm going to draw.
Draw.
Draw! Oh, catchers, give him an hour wing. Right, go on.
Who you're going Rangers? Hearts versus Celtic.
Celtic for me.
Celtic.
Celtic.
I'm going Celtic.
Are you going straight to gym with that? Do you do the actual gym with that on?
No, I've got my stuff in the
Shorts and t-shirt?
Got stuff.
What do you go to your ma's and then get changed into shorts and t-shirt?
I'm going to my local gym, and then I'm not going to my dad's today.
See, when you do go to your dad's gym, do you go dressed and then you get changed in their bathroom?
No, I go up, I do my bit, and then I shoot down. I'll just maybe pop in, see them for a wee fight.
I never wear shorts in a gym.
No,
Just pants.
I've got the worst.
Just slips.
Mate, I have got the worst men's legs in the world.
What does that mean, men's legs?
They're
What, no muscle
they're
on them?
dead skinny. Oh, they're fucking horrendous. Honestly,
Couple bits of string in your shorts.
I never worked in legs when I played football. Never done.
I need to see that now, mate.
I need to see their legs.
I need to see
I
that.
like.
Have you ever, be honest, have you ever took your trousers off in a different situation and people think their legs are terrible? Like you ever took somebody home and then...
No, you do. You put a light out.
Do you hide your legs when you're doing that?
Oh, terrible, man.
Well,
I don't even
think
put the legs
You're
in
so
bed.
vain.
I just keep them in the
Do you know what I've noticed? I've seen a couple of times recently. There's a group of people that run in Duke Street, and there's 3 guys that wear shorts, and there's 1 guy that wears jeans.
Jeans running.
Runs in jeans. That's a serial killer.
That is, mate.
Runs with jeans. I've seen boys in the gym with jeans.
I
That's
could imagine you doing that though.
No,
with your
fuck.
big
No,
baggy
the big-
jeans.
By the way,
I could.
Si, that's what I come back for when I'd come back for Italy, for Bologna watch, and I'd saw there was some guys out running and all that, and then I was heading to the Livingston game and we come up past Overton and a woman come down running, jogging, but she had like this on, a big like normal gear on, but she was out running.
Going
like,
for it?
Aye, just normal gear. I'm going, who does that? You know what I mean?
Cycles,
No lycra, no nothing, no like kind of looking the part.
You home for like that?
I'm going, what are you doing? Like, just be normal Jake on.
It seems to be a thing now, mate. I've seen a few
Is it?
people with
Right,
jeans
so-
on running.
Do you do long runs now?
I go run. I like a long run.
Do you?
I prefer this stuff I'm doing
See,
now.
I'm a Forrest Gump, right? When I was going to do a run, I would say to one of my guys and staff or whatever it was, right, I'm going to run towards Butlins. In 40 minutes, jump in the motor and come and get me. Psychologically.
That's not what Forrest Gump done though.
He just kept
He
running.
just kept running.
But he never ran back the way.
But he
Forrest
just kept
Gump
running.
never run the circle.
Aye, but he never phoned his mate to pick him up.
Oh, well, he did. He did
didn't
for
he?
fuck's
He
sake,
kept
what do you
running.
think he done? How do you think
He ran from one end of America to the next.
Well,
He
okay.
get picked up
That's been
after 40 minutes.
I feel like that has been exaggerated, isn't it?
Aye, I don't think that happened. I don't think that happened.
You can't do that out 5 mile and then back. That does my head.
No, because see, once you get out halfway and you're turning back, you know that you're running him.
No, I'd rather
I disagree.
I'd rather just keep running and somebody pick me up.
No, I couldn't run for a time with no destination.
Did you do
Nothing to aim.
Strathy Park?
That's
I've
so
not done it for
destroying
ages.
Celtic Park.
There you go, cause it's a circle.
That's
You can see that end and you run
You've got landmarks to go, right. If I hit here and you can time it, and then you turn that onto the long straight and you forget how far away that actually is, and you start picking it up.
I like getting Stratty. I enjoyed it when I could run. I like getting down there.
Nuts on it.
Midges.
Midges.
Is
You
that?
couldn't do it for the road.
You couldn't do it.
Have you ever been out a run? Have you ever been out a run and done it? You've had to stop and do a piss in the bush?
Oh, aye. Oh, fuck,
Up Stratford?
hundreds of times. The one in Stratford Park was
Have you
ever done that? Met somebody while you're out running?
Celtic
No.
were
Yeah.
Celtic were I was out doing a run and Celtic were doing their pre-season training and I was running and I was going to finish some hurtling and a couple of guys came out and I seen them I didn't know Celtic were there and they came out with autograph books and I thought, oh, they're coming to get my signature and I'm running, I'm going, I'll stop and give them and see when I get closer, I just went going, that fucking bastard Ferguson. I just turned away and then behind me, I didn't know, all the Celtic boys were all running down their wee bits.
At Stratford Park?
Aye, Stratford. Oh, teams used to go down
They
Stratford.
did.
Aye.
That's a soul destroying run, that
Did you?
Stratford.
I think Charleroi a bad one.
Charleroi, Kenny.
What about the Hill?
Kenny McDowell's favourite Charleroi mate pre-season. Holy
The Hill.
fuck, the Hill.
The hill was horrendous. I used to do that before I went back. When
It's because you can't see that. That's hard for me because you can't see where you're going.
Like you think you're at
can't
top,
see the end.
goes
Aye.
again.
See when you're out running and you know where the end is,
There's
it motivates you to get there.
And the end is for me when somebody peeps a hole.
Aye, that's
So that's the end.
Aye, but that's
You
what
know
I mean.
what I
So even if you ran out for 20 minutes and then ran back and done it in 19, you're beating yourself and you've got something to aim for. No, just baby. Oh, brilliant! Cheers, that's me done. Like you know, you get a wee sprint finish or that.
Do you know who was a world champion at Charleroi? Barra, mate.
Aye.
Oh my god.
Who?
Kevin McBride, member Barra, that
Right.
played with Motherwell in that. Celtic, Motherwell, Falkirk, midfield player. He had Charleroi on toast, mate.
Hey, one of these probably up there at the weekends practicing.
What's your worst pre-season run ever? Gordon Strachan does a thing called a runway that's...
Nah, mine was Gull and Sands.
I thought
Gull and
you were
Sands.
going to touch
Did you
on
go
that.
there?
Aye, a number of times.
No, the worst mistake was just quickly. First one, 16. Going through to the. I never knew what it was like. They stopped the team bus and basically says, look, get in and get a coffee and a cup of tea or a juice, and we're in there getting rolls and sausage and all that, right? So you do the bits round about the Murder Hill, it was called. And you come round the last one, so you got him doing. So I'm with Coop, right, and he's going like that. Sandy Jardine and Alec Miller always up at the front, weren't they? Sandy and Alec were down. So you had to get in their footsteps.
That's important.
So I was knackered.
On the
And this is why I hate the egg, right? the last
I've got an explanation.
the last run was you started at the top, you went down to the bottom, you went halfway, round a stick, back to the bottom, and then you finished with the full hill, right? That's your last run. Now by this time, you press my belly button, my legs have come off, right? So I'm gone. I've nothing left in the tank. So Coop says, look, let yourself fall down the hill. Just fall down the hill, get in the steps on the way up to the halfway, fall down, and then that's your last one. I'm like, right, I'm only 16, I've still got acne and everything, right? So down I go, boom, gets up and I'm gone. Gets to the bottom of the hill, I've got one to go. And my legs are going, you ain't going anywhere, right? You're fucking no going anywhere. So as I get halfway up, I'm now crawling. Greggy's doing my strike. Yeah, my fucking hell, got that hill, right? As I look up, at that time the tourist people all knew that Rangers were going there. They were all sitting at the top and they'd fucking egg sandwiches and all that, right? Like you said when you got on the Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Next minute
That's what turned you off the eggs.
I swear I'll never, I had nightmares for a full year thinking about going back there, right? And eventually, no one of the ones, I'm crawling. And I eventually gets up to the top and
Did you finish it?
I'm my hands and knees.
But that was the important part because it wasn't just about the physical aspect, it's the mental. Make sure you finish it.
Yes,
it was a test of you.
And
It was
you
a test
were
that
sick
you would
because
finish
you were
it.
fucked, nothing to do with the egg.
You was
What about where you get washed? In the sea?
Aye.
We used to go, right,
Didn't
boys,
mind that.
and then we'd stop
That
at the
was a
hotel on
test.
the way home and get a meal. I used to go, this is I'd just let
Just started.
As long as you finished it, Daz, that was a test of your mentality. Were you ready to dig in and go again when you're nothing
You
left?
left fives, didn't you?
Aye,
Aye, but I'm not that.
Where was it? Did you see when you had acne? Did you ever get it on your back?
No, just the fate, by the way.
Bad.
Just the fate. See, I'd
Still get
hate
the
feet. I'd
spots,
hate
man.
See
feet.
that where you're on your chin, right?
Oh,
That's a
God,
red
aye.
wine spot, mate.
Aye, that's still getting them, so that's good, isn't it? So you're still young, there's still a wee bit of
Acne and hay fever at 16, it was the worst fucking combination you've ever had in your life, man. And you're a football player. What chance you got? See, then pre-season with acne and fucking hay fever.
With the boys- with the boys.
Your spots were bursting all over the place in your nose. You fucking
Did the boys give you a bit of hard time for the acne?
Oh, big time. Oh, big time. Big Derek
all
Johnson
right.
used to call me Carol Malden, right? Did you ever know who Carol Malden? You need to giggle him. Right? Big Derek used to roast the life out of me. But you're 16, you get it tight, man. I hated it.
Big DJ sometimes didn't do the runs because he was
Couldn't
all
he?
chapped and all that.
Boys would be all chat.
No, his thighs, because he was that much overweight. You know, his fucking
Mate,
thighs were all
see,
ripped
that
off.
age, right, you'd 6
The
weeks
bin bag
off.
going and
Didn't you? You're 6 weeks off. You weren't doing what the boys are doing.
no,
now. You
we done nothing for 6 weeks.
You
Zero.
come back and you're like, right,
Six.
who's got the biggest belly? Wasn't it? There was a kitty for the biggest. Oh, you won that one.
We got 6 weeks off down south now. You've been
One we had
More than that.
10, I think.
10, huh?
10 weeks.
10
So, down south, mate, you used to get a right good
Aye.
holiday, man.
6 weeks, 5 weeks
It
spent in
was the
Magaluf.
playoffs. If we were going for promotion, if we finished in the playoffs, then obviously the season was longer, but we went straight up. So, and because you're going up, the season starts a week later as well.
Yeah.
So I think we were the beginning, or maybe the end of April, and we went back in like the first week in July.
Brilliant, man. You went to Magaluf for 5 weeks.
Me and Major Auntie used
Oh,
to go,
no.
come back.
Oh,
5 weeks?
Ah,
You're
man.
a
On and half,
psychopath.
on and half. We come back, get our gear all sorted and all that, and back
Just
again.
back to get your clothes washed.
Aye, then back
And then
again.
come back out.
Aye,
Have
tough
one
as-
dress
we're
earlier.
always but we're always back out. Back, couple of days away, there you go. Happy
Boys,
days.
brilliant. What a team.
Magic.